You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something about a nigga like me. They never should've let me buy tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. Since I was a youth, I like COMPTON. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game, and I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
And welcome everyone to Roadium Radio episode 112. And first, let me take a moment to say I hope you guys are blessed. Don't stress. Don't worry about the rest. Okay? Just keep it pushing here at Roadium Radio. We wish each and every single one of you guys I almost said happy Halloween, but happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. It's happy Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people say happy holidays because they don't want to offend anybody. I don't care. It's growing up, happy Thanksgiving. So other than that, just a few announcements. I don't have much to announce today other than tomorrow, eat your turkey, your ham, or whatever, and then do your New Year's resolution where you plan to lose all your weight at the beginning of the year. Stuff yourself. Eat all the tamales you can, all the modelos you want. Tell them Tony A said it. It's okay. So once again, tomorrow I'll be checking emails early in the morning. Because I make my day productive. So if you want to appear on Roadium Radio, once again, submit your music, submit your videos, submit your bio, submit whatever, anything that's helpful for me to be enthused to interview you. And when you submit, please wait for an email. Someone will contact you via email, okay? Not through your DM, not through the inbox, but via email. Please be patient. I know some people that have been waiting, but all of December is already filled. So even if I were to accept you, unless somebody cancels, you won't be on till at least January. I try to stay at least a month and a half ahead of time. So, other than that, I have nothing else to say but to welcome my very special guest of the night, all the way from San Diego, California, none other than Alize. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. How about you?
I hope you're not. You look a little nervous.
Okay, no, I'm not really that nervous, but
okay, it's all good. So, I know you come from San Diego. Mm-hmm. How was the drive coming over here?
To be honest, there was a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
No, it was a really lot of traffic. I didn't like it at all. Like,
it usually takes like about possibly 2 hours to get over here. Was it more than that?
Yeah, it was like about 2 hours and like 50 minutes.
Almost 3 hours.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic. Like super traffic. I was like, whoa.
That's one thing that I don't think will ever get better here. It just in California, period, the traffic. Mm-hmm. I've known artists that have come to California from New York and they love you here because of the weather, but they're like, bro, the traffic. And I'm like, we pay for the weather here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm used to it. Sometimes it'll take maybe about an hour to get somewhere that's 15 minutes away from your house, but because of traffic, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but now let me ask you this, because I know in LA here, there's a lot of traffic. In San Diego, is it the same way?
I'd say like traffic wise starts like around 4 o'clock. That's when everybody like goes home from work and stuff. But to be honest, like I'd say like LA's pretty much the same as SD, to be honest. I don't know if you've ever gone to San Diego.
Yes.
It's hella nice.
I just haven't been there as of lately as far as to experience that traffic. Mm-hmm. But out here in the morning, and I think traffic, at least for me, starts around 2:30, 3 o'clock here. Mm-hmm. And it's fucking bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so I'm going to say happy Thanksgiving. And I know it's family time. Where are you going to spend just at home with the family, or you guys going to other family members' homes?
To be honest, I'm celebrating Thanksgiving on Saturday because I have family. Well, my family lives in Hemet, and I stay in San Diego.
Okay.
So my family's gonna take a trip to San Diego, about to eat some food at my sister's pad, and then just chill, you know, have a good time.
Now, be honest. Are you one of those girls that loves to grub, or do you like? Nah, I gotta wash my weight, fool.
No, like I'll eat. Like I'll to be honest, I'd be doing like happy plates all the time, but I mean like. I don't really be eating like that, to be honest.
Yeah. But on special occasions, you may just stuff yourself. Yeah. You know what? I like a girl that likes to eat. I don't like girls that like if you were to take them out into a nice restaurant and all they want is a water and a salad.
Yeah, no.
Nah, you got to bring me a hamburger or something like that. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. And now, do you cook?
Okay. I know how to cook some things. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but... Yeah, I just eat out a lot, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
That's really bad.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? Ever since I was a kid, I loved eating out. And I still do, but I just try to make sure that I maintain a healthy lifestyle, especially be someone of my age, that you just can't be eating, chili fries with pastrami meat every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's only every once in a while, like on a cheat day or whatnot. Now, tomorrow is Thanksgiving and then there's football. Do you watch any kind of sports?
To be honest, I don't. I don't even watch TV.
Really?
No, I don't.
Okay. You know what? I need to ask because I know you're from a younger generation from me. So part of the reason why I love doing what I do, podcasting, because not only do people learn from me, being from an older generation on how things were back then, but I get to learn from the younger generation as well.
Yeah.
I've gone to like my friends' homes that are my age, and he's got young kids that are possibly still in middle school, okay? And they don't watch TV either. Everything is YouTube.
Yeah.
When you do watch something, what is it that you do watch? Is it YouTube? Is it the Netflix?
It's YouTube, Netflix. Usually I'm just on Instagram too. To be honest, I don't really try to spend that much time on the internet, like watching things, because I stay busy. I like to stay busy. Okay. That's just how I am. Because I don't like to like really focus on like being on technology that much. Probably just to post, that's it. But like other than that, like I really don't like watching things. Well,
you know what? And I think that's good because if you really think about this, say that you're a person that's addicted to this, okay? Because there are people. I know people my age that are addicted to this. One time we were somewhere, and this is one of my buddies, where we couldn't get reception. And we were there like for about an hour. And this guy was literally going crazy because he was like, my fucking phone. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, is this what we've become now? That we can't live without this? You know, whenever I go out to eat with friends, believe it or not, my phone stays in the glove compartment.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because you know what? I want to talk.
Yeah.
You know, and I've met a lot of youngsters from this young generation that cannot hold a conversation, but will text, tweet, TikTok, everything except talk.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm glad we're talking.
Yeah. I really do like to have conversations. Like I'm the type of person that could like have a good conversation with, because like I don't really like to be on my phone, to be honest.
Okay.
Only sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, now you mentioned you watch Netflix. You watched anything good lately?
No. To be honest, I haven't.
You know, I have like DirecTV. I have all the channels. I have Netflix. I have Amazon Prime. I have a Disney Channel. And I'll be sitting there with the remote like, what do I watch? Because sometimes there's really nothing to watch. Yeah. So I'll either, channel surf through YouTube or something and find a documentary or something like that. So you don't watch really no sports, hardly any TV. You seen any good movies at all at the movies? Are you a movie person?
I like movies. Yeah, I like movies, but I feel like people are kind of lame. Sometimes they don't want to go to the movies and stuff. So I'm just like, all right, never mind.
You know which movie I want to go see? And I kind of want to recommend it only because I like the commercial. And I hope it lives up to it. House of Gucci.
House of Gucci?
Yeah, it's about the story of, the Gucci.
Yeah.
The clothes.
Yeah.
House of Gucci. And I didn't know, there was this one girl in the commercial that I was looking at and I was saying to myself, looks familiar. But then come to find out it's Lady Gaga.
No way.
Yes. And
weird.
by the commercial, the movie looks amazing. So check it out when you get a chance, at least a commercial, and see if you might want to go to the movies. You know, I'll tell you how you can get somebody to go to the movies. Tell them you're going to buy the popcorn and the sodas and everything, and they'll show up. You'll spend about $80 on them. That's how much that shit is.
That's why you got to sneak stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Favorite fast food restaurant that you like to go to, if any?
To be honest, I love barbecue ribs.
Really?
Yeah, I love barbecue
Okay.
ribs. I love, there's so much food that I love.
Taco Bell, do you go to In-N-Out, McDonald's, Burger King?
I'd say like Chick-fil-A. I feel
Okay.
like that's the most basic, you know, like Chick-fil-A. I go to like Mexican food spots over there in San Diego. There's a spot that I recently went to that's super good. It's like, I don't know, have you been to Coronado?
No, I have not.
You have to go. It's
Okay,
really beautiful.
okay, tell us what is Coronado.
Coronado is like, it's the beach. It's like, I'd say like the rich side of like San Diego, kind of ish. But like there's a Coronado Bridge and they have like a ferry there that you could ride. It's like a big boat. And it's just like hella good vibes there. That's why I really love San Diego, like sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. Most of the time.
So now, is it safe to say you grew up in San Diego?
Yeah.
Okay, you never moved around with the family, or you pretty much just stayed there?
I moved out of San Diego probably like the beginning of COVID, but I didn't like where I lived, so I moved back with my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind, what elementary, middle school, and high school did you attend?
So I went to Mendoza Elementary, which is in Imperial Beach, and then for middle school and high school, I went to Chula Vista.
Okay, was that just one school right there? 'Cause you said middle school and...
Okay, yeah. Well, they're two different schools. There's middle school and the Chula Vista High, but it's like the same thing.
You never played any sports going to school?
No, I did. I played soccer and volleyball.
Were you any good?
I might. I was I ain't gonna say I was good like that.
Okay. Which one did you like better, volleyball or soccer?
Soccer.
Yeah.
I used to play since I was, I'd say like 4. And
Oh, wow.
then I
So
stopped.
you know what you're doing?
Yeah. So I stopped playing, I'd say probably like sophomore year, and I wanted to try something new, so I played volleyball.
Okay. Okay. Now, you come from a big family, a lot of brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 4 sisters and 1 brother.
Wow.
So that's a total of 6.
Wow.
But my grandma and my grandpa, they had 11 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of kids.
I have family in Orange County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. Now, growing up in San Diego, did you ever come out this way to Orange County?
Yeah, all the time. When I was little, we would always come down here just to like have family events and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Growing up at home, what type of music would you say you were raised? Like, what would your mother and your father play? You as a little girl growing up.
To be honest, like at parties, my dad would just play Mexican music, to be honest.
Okay.
Like what's that one song? This song reminds me of my dad all the time. It's the Con dinero, sin dinero. I don't know
Okay.
what song that is.
Okay, well, anybody put it on the live chat. How do the lyrics go again? Con dinero, sin dinero?
Con dinero, sin dinero.
Okay, well, Alex, if you know, put it on the live chat. I don't know it.
You don't know it?
I don't know it.
Oh, no.
If you tell me the artist, I probably will. Okay.
I might have to find it during the break.
Okay, if anybody knows it, put it on the live chat. Let us know if somebody finds it. Okay, con dinero, sin dinero. What about novelas? Did you grow up watching novelas?
Yeah, with my grandma.
Okay.
R.P. to her.
Now, of course, everybody's heard of him. You
Yeah.
didn't remember that? She's blaming me for not knowing. Okay. Now, and your mom, what kind of music would she play? About the same?
She would play like, what's that one song, like Candy? I think it's the Candy. I forgot.
Is it from the Mary Jane Girls?
Yeah, Mary Jane Girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot the damn name.
I think it's Candy Man? No.
You could be my candy man. That one.
Or,
and then there's Candy Girl by New Edition. So I'm getting the two candies mixed up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's like, there's like so much music I grew up listening to, like different genres of music. And
Are you a fan of old school music?
yeah.
Yeah. Is it possible to say probably more fan of old school than of new school, or about the same?
To be honest, I really enjoy old school better than
Okay.
new school. But low key, like, I'm kind of like trying to bring it back a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm kind of focusing on like more of like an R&B-ish like type of mood. But I also want to bring like party music.
Okay.
Party music is like where it's at. Because I feel like everybody's on the same shit, you know?
Right.
So I want to be different. Like.
And girls like to dance.
Yeah. And girls do like to dance.
Yeah. Okay.
So I see why not making some like.
Now let me ask you a question that I really want you to think about. Okay.
Yeah.
Take your time answering this.
Okay.
What is it you think about old school music that you like so much that you're not finding it in today's music? Again, what is it about old school music that you like so much that you're not finding in today's music? What do you think it was about old school music that you like? I don't know. I just like it more. Like, what do you think it is?
I think it's more of like, I think it's the music, to be honest. Like the instruments. Like I feel like the music now, it's more like kind of different. But I feel like it has to have like more instruments like piano or like trumpets and like different things, you know, like, yeah, that's a hard question.
Okay, so is it safe to say then that it is more like more originality? It's more original.
Yeah.
People were different. People had their own sound. People had their own style. Possibly even their attire, their voices, the different genres of music of back then.
Yeah.
When today, at least in my opinion, I think a lot of the music sounds the same. You know? So, like, I'll tell you one song, and I'm not really a fan of today's new music.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one song that, and it's probably old now.
Yeah.
But I really like it because it reminds me of possibly that old feel from back then.
Yeah.
And it's that song, the most popular song by Doja Cat.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, wait.
It's probably her biggest song. It was probably her first single.
I actually do like Doja Cat. She's really cool.
And this one, to me, has more of a funk R&B feel to it. So I'm kind of thinking that you kind of want to go in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because today, everyone is doing the rap that sounds the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you a fan of today's rap?
To be honest, no.
Okay.
Some music, okay, yes. Some music is good, but like, I don't know. It just doesn't like really, like, I'm more of like the type of person to like just want to like, you know, move and stuff. But like sometimes like rap music doesn't like really, you know, like bring that out of me. Okay. And that's the thing that I want to do in music wise, you know, like I want people to like get lit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Have a good time.
Yeah, have a good time.
Right, that's what it's about.
Pretty much the point, you know?
Yeah, okay. Now, are you a fan of old school hip hop at all?
I am. I'm actually, like, I've been listening to a lot of old school, like hip hop. Like the 1, 2, toot it and boot it. Like, you know, music like that.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I don't know, I just like those
Do you
vibes.
have any specific artists that you like to listen to, or you just listen to whatever sounds dope?
Whatever sounds dope.
Okay.
But I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of Rihanna. Yeah, she's pretty much my inspiration too, cause I like her voice a lot. Like she has different like vibes. I'd say Doja Cat's pretty dope too.
Right.
Yeah, she's different, and that's what people like.
Different.
Yeah.
Okay.
People like different.
Okay. Now, as far as like, what did you listen to first? I know you. What do you? First of all, before I ask this question, what type of music do you consider? What type of genre do you consider your music? Is it just R&B? Would you pop, or what would you consider it?
I'd say R&B, soul, and hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a mixture of those three genres.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. Now, growing up, you mentioned Rihanna. Was there other artists that got your attention? Like, wow, she's got a dope voice. Like, man, she can sing. Can you name me a couple?
Yeah. Whitney Houston. I used to listen to her a lot. I actually used to watch like The Voice and stuff, like American Idol and all that. I grew up watching that. And then I'd say, so Whitney Houston, I listened to her. I listened to some other girl too. It's the one that sings, some people live for the fortune.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot her name.
I think that was Whitney Houston, wasn't it?
No, that's not Whitney Houston. That's Alicia Keys. There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
She's bomb. Like, she's really bomb.
She is probably my favorite out of all of them. And it's because she plays her own damn instruments.
Yeah.
You know, I like that shit. And I like her. I think that, believe it or not, Alicia Keys was probably the last CD I ever bought.
No way.
Yeah, Alicia Keys.
Wow.
Were you a fan of Mariah Carey?
Yeah. Mariah Carey. I was also a fan of Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, Aguilera. Yeah.
Aguilera, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She's dope too.
What about Britney Spears?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
My son was a big, I don't know if he is, but big fan of Britney Spears. You know, I couldn't get him to do his homework. And one day I got mad and I broke his CD and he got mad. He was in middle school and he cried because I broke his Oops, I Did It Again. Yeah, he loved that damn song and I couldn't hurt him. I tried whipping him and he wouldn't. But when I broke his CD, I said, I'll buy you another one, finish your homework. Okay. So, but all right. Now, around what age would you say that some people it starts in middle school, some people starts in elementary, some people starts in high school.
Yeah.
Did you decide to say, you know what, I think I want to try singing. I think I really want to do something with this.
Yeah. So I used to do YouTube videos when I was little, like just to have fun, you know, like, you know, when you're little, you're just curious, you know.
Okay, now when you say little, how little would you say?
3rd grade, probably like 8.
Okay, like 8 years old.
8 years
so
old.
Did you tell one of your sisters record me? Did you record yourself?
I recorded myself on my laptop and I posted a video of me singing Titanium.
Okay.
It was the one by David Guetta. And then like I showed my family and they're like, wait, you can sing? And I was like, I can. So like ever since then I was in a visual arts performance, like at school. It was since I've always been in like a performing arts program.
All right.
So it was from 3rd grade to senior year. Yeah.
Okay. And so you started, about how many videos would you say you had out on YouTube?
Just one. I just posted one, or no, actually 2. I sang this song. It's by Cat Dahlia. I don't know if you heard it. It's Gangsta. It's pretty dope. It's different.
Okay.
It's different.
Are those videos still up?
No. They're gone. Those videos are hella
Why?
gone.
You took them down?
Yeah, I took them down. Somebody said I was dancing like a boob.
Like a boob?
A boob. Because I was like hella vibing and stuff. And they're like, you're dancing like a boob.
Damn.
Like, what?
I never heard that one.
I know. I was like, okay, that's different.
Okay. She was dancing like a boob.
I was dancing like boob.
Now, do you still have them at home and just don't upload them, or you just don't know where they're at?
Yeah. Those videos on my laptop, I kind of forgot my password, so you know those
Maybe
are
it's
gone.
the password.
But I used to be in talent shows, so my dad has like this old camera. I think you know those old cameras. Like I think they're called
the camcorders, or
yeah,
with the VHS tape.
Yeah. So
Okay.
my dad would record me off of that. I performed a couple times for the talent show and stuff. So I know for sure I still have those videos.
Okay,
Yeah.
you never know. One day you may just take off, and then there goes your proof that you've been doing it since way back
Yeah.
when. Okay. Was there ever one specific singer that you can say, like for me, there's one specific guy that made me want to become a DJ, and that was a guy named Grandmaster Flash. Was there ever one specific singer that you can say it's because of her or because of him that I wanted to? Is there? Or was it multiples?
I'd say it's multiple people that inspire me a lot.
Okay.
Different artists, different genres too. Like even guys like T-Pain, or even like who else inspires me? Different. Oh, Bryson Tiller. I don't know if you like music like that, like Bryson Tiller. Like
I listen as long as it sounds good.
Yeah.
I can listen to it. I just don't like mumble rap where guys are mumbling on purpose. You know, it's like if you don't talk like that in real life, don't sound like that.
Yeah.
You know, because imagine if I interviewed you. You know,
What's up?
I just can't do that. So okay, now damn, I forgot my next damn question. Trying to mumble rap. Okay. Anyways, now At what point in time did you say, I want to try to take this serious, like become a serious singer? Like I want to take this craft, you know, and take it to the next level. Was it high school? Was it after high school?
It was honestly after high school. No, actually it was, I'd say like during senior year. My sister had a friend and he had like his own little like home studio, right? Like his own setup. So like we were just writing, you know, I was just writing. This is, I would say like the first time I wrote a song or like, you know, a few lyrics, and then I hopped on the mic and I really I enjoyed doing it. I even bought myself a mic for myself so I could record at home too, but I gotta buy like the whole setup. But yeah, I'd say like during senior year, it was yeah.
And where did you record yourself at? Was it at home? Was it on a karaoke? Was it on a, you know, what was it? Do you remember? A laptop?
It was on a laptop in a garage.
Okay, so you recorded yourself singing. You play it back.
Yeah.
Did you like what you heard?
Yeah.
So you liked your voice?
I loved my voice. Well, I don't want to sound cocky, but like,
no, you're just being honest.
Yeah, I like my voice. Like, it's different, but like, I feel like I kind of hold myself back a little bit. Like, there's so much that I can do with my voice that I haven't shown people. Okay.
Yeah. Now, have you ever taken, you ever had a vocal coach or singing lessons or anything at all?
I was in a choir.
Okay.
Which is the performing arts program. It was like different. Like you could do art, dance, sing. So I was in choir since 3rd grade.
Okay.
All the way up to senior year. Okay,
but now since you're doing it and you're recording, have you ever thought about, you know what, maybe to improve the way I breathe, maybe to hit certain notes? Do you ever consider taking I don't want to say singing lessons like they're teaching you how to sing, but it's more of a how do you say it, like maybe they're going to teach me how to hit certain notes that I can't hit, or certain notes that I didn't know I had. Have you ever considered that?
I have considered it, but I just never like followed through with it. Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something. The reason why I say that is never a bad thing, because I knew this one female that was signed to my friend's label, and I knew she could sing really, really good. But I encouraged her, you know, just hire one, see what happens. And she came back about a year later and told me, like, bro, I didn't know that I could hit that fucking high note, that it was in me. You know, I didn't know that I could sing like this. And she goes, all she did was help bring that out of me that was already in me. Because a lot of times you could be so gifted, so talented, but not necessarily really, really know. You could be blowing and say, okay, I'm good. Somebody could be listening and say, no, there's better in you. So that's all I'm saying. It's just a consideration. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We're going to come right back and we're going to finish off. And we're going to talk about what you're working on, who you're working on, who's producing your music. Are you open to work with other artists? And go from there. So,
all right.
Okay, everybody, once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap shit out somebody, let them know that Alize's in the motherfucking building. San Diego, stand up. We'll be back 10 minutes.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental in Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them, because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Cap G. Subscribe to Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A.DA Wizard. Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is King T chilling on Roadium Radio. Tune in, subscribe every Sunday and Wednesday. Fucking with my man Tony A, the Wizard.
Rest up, this Lazy Dub, and you're tuned in to Roadium Radio right here with Tony A, the Wizard, on every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. Make sure you like and subscribe that.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm right here, Local Negro, Tony A, Roadium Radio. Tune in.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy MTO right here with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you like and subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Lovely, and I'm right here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and check him out every Sunday and Wednesday.
It's Nina Barreto with Roadium Radio and Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in Sundays and Wednesdays. Like and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? This is a Puppet Master chilling with El Triste. Follow and subscribe to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rashidi Harper, director, executive producer from Hip Hop Uncovered, and I'm here at the Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Coming at you live through the harbor area, you got MC Poncho, the #1 Sancho, and you're checking out Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. the Wizard. Check it out.
What's up? This is Ronan Gray. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday and Sunday.
What up? This is Mr. D over at Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
What's up, y'all? This Uncle Spliff, man, from Spliff DTV. Y'all need to tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio with my homie, Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, you're tapped in with the Steel City Hustlers.
This is Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
Motherfucking legend. Make sure you fucking like, subscribe, share, do all that shit. It's cracking.
Yo, it's your boy Troublesome Man, TM Gang live in full effect. Here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. You know what it is. Wow.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Ernie G in the place to be. I'm chilling here at Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Rock those locals forever.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Young Hype here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
Okay, yo, what's up? It's Anthony Campos, aka Big Citric, inviting everybody to tune in and subscribe to Tony Vision, Roadium Radio with your host, Tony the Wizard.
What's happening? It's your boy Bobby Castro, and I'm here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the shit.
What's good, y'all? Eric Bobo from the mighty Cypress Hill, chilling right here on Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A. the Wizard. That's right.
Hey, everybody, this is Cliff Ritchie, and I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
What's cracking? It's your homie Crazy Boy, Blue Rain Music. You tune in to Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in every Wednesday and Sunday right here.
What's up, everybody? This is Alize C, the Trap Queen, and you guys are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys tune in.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Bobby B, and you're live with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
1212 coming to you live from the harbor area. DJ Ralph M rocking beats with my man Tony A. Rocking the SB 1200. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Yella coming straight out of Compton, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Check him out.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Migs Whiskey from NYC. Andamos aquí with Tony A. the Wizard at Roadium Radio. You already know how to bring the NYC love. Hey, shout out to all of you guys.
Hey, what's cracking? It's that Guilty One. You're tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard, live every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe.
What's going on? It's Hazard. You are tuned in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yo, this is your boy Invincible, and you are watching the Roadium Radio Show with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you're tuned in and watching.
Where'd you find this?
What's up, guys? This is Isabella Soul, and you're tuning in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's your girl J-Rocks. I'm here on Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A. the Wizard. I'll make sure to tune in on Sundays and Wednesdays, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Yo, what's up? This Jose Homicide. You hanging out at Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard. Like and subscribe.
And welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 112. And we're not going to bullshit any longer, so we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with none other than Alize from San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
San Diego in the building.
San Diego in the building.
So far, so good? You enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Now, really quick. You had mentioned that around high school, your senior year, that's when you really started taking singing, seriously.
Yes.
And now, did you immediately connect with someone to let's try to record, let's try to release something? What was your move after that? Or were you just singing just for fun at the time still and didn't really know how to go about the business? What was your next move after high school?
So I'd say when I started recording, it was just for fun, just for fun.
Right.
But then I had been introduced to another artist and she wanted me to go record with her at a different spot. So I said, fuck it, why not? You know, like, let's go record some music. And then, you know, she just said, like, oh, I think you should, like, make an album. So from there, we started recording, like, hella songs. Even I had, like, features with different artists as well. So technically, like, yeah, I just wanted to do more of, like, different music, starting when she had when I was introduced to her.
Okay.
Yeah. So she had found out I could sing because she was, I'd say, like, one of my friends, like, mom.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
She wanted to take me under her wing.
And when somebody actually wanted to take you under their wing, did you see this as like, wow, what a great opportunity, or were you still like uncertain, like, I don't know if I want to do this still?
I'd say, like, going, like, through it, like, like throughout, like recording and just
through
like,
the process.
Through the process, like, I noticed, like, different things, so I was kind of like, okay, I don't know about this, but so now I am an independent artist, so it's different, you know, like, I learn different things, and I'm trying to get more connected with different people as well, you know, like, I'm trying to put myself out there in different ways, you know.
Right. Now, do you remember your very first show?
On here?
Well, no. As far as, well, you know, as a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up because I want to bring something up really fast.
All right.
The last time you were here,
it
wasn't necessarily an interview. It was more of an introduction. You were being introduced.
Yeah.
You know, and that was episode 117. Okay. 117. And we're on episode 212. And that was 95 shows ago. Almost 100. Okay, that was the last. So if you guys didn't see it, go to episode 117. That was actually the first time. Yeah. But I was referring to the first time you actually performed in front of an audience with your music.
Oh, okay. So with my music, so when I had dropped my album, I set up like an album release party.
Okay.
And that's where I had performed my music.
Okay, so would you say that was your first show?
Yeah, my first show.
Okay.
It's nothing big, you know, like it's a little thing or two.
Hey, but you know what? It has to be big in a sense because you're coming out. This is your coming out party. And how did it feel? Because there's difference between singing in the shower.
Yeah.
Different singing in the studio, but now you're performing live.
Yeah.
Was that a how would you say a big difference for you? Was that nerve-wracking for you?
Yeah, a little bit, because like back then I wouldn't like be shy to perform like in front of people because I was little, you know, I was having fun. But like when you grow up, you're like more mature, so it's just like, damn, like how are people gonna see me? Like, are they gonna make fun of me? Like, do I sound like shit? You know, like, so I kind of like started wanting to like perform again because like I wanted to build my confidence on the stage.
Okay.
So recently I have been performing at, like, I don't know if you know Salutes in Barrio Logan. No. I'm starting to perform there with one of my homegirls. I've been featured on some of her songs. So I've been performing at bars, like Diamond Gyms too recently. Okay. So I was supposed to perform today, but I was like, I'm about to come on this show tonight.
That's dope. Well, I thank you. I thank you for that. You know, now, do you see yourself getting better? Because it's all about getting better. It's almost practice, you know, in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, but one thing that I want to encourage you, you know, being, you know, somebody young, somebody still, if you will, taking the stairs to success. You know, a lot of people want to take the elevator.
Yeah.
Many times we have to take the stairs, you know, and always look at success as never like a destiny. It's like a journey, you know. And but let me encourage you. Have you ever heard, and you probably haven't, but I'm going to ask anyways, you ever heard of the group called Queen?
Queen?
They just released their movie maybe about a year or so ago called Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know if you might have ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I was signed to the same record label that they were signed to, okay? I had an opportunity to talk to a couple of them, except the main guy, Freddie Mercury, that was the name of the guy, because he was passing away of AIDS.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So I was so intrigued with that group because I've been listening to them since like the 80s.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm sharing this story with you is because you being a young artist, and many times you're going to come across, whether they're bars, whether they're nightclubs, or whether they're stadiums, you may perform in front of 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, or even 14,000 people. Okay. I'm going to say this. I'm going to share something with you after I finish this story.
Okay.
So I asked this guy that's been traveling the world, world famous group. They're multi-millionaires. So I asked him, what can you tell me about Freddie? And this is within the conversation. Freddie, once again, the main singer. And he said, one thing about Freddie that I can tell you is that when we first met him, we performed in front of 10, 20, 30 people. But he would always perform if he was in front of thousands of people. That was the difference between him and our first singer. Our first singer, if he saw nobody out there, he would just go out there and wing it like he didn't care. The thing about Freddie, he didn't care if there was 20, 30. He gave it the best show ever. He said that's how our name travels, because people were saying, wow, you should have been there. Yeah. So now I say that to encourage you that wherever you perform, whether there's 10, 20 people, 5 people, give those people the best show because they paid to come see you.
Yeah.
So don't ever take it, damn, nobody showed up. Because you may get booked for a show and not expect people to show up, and that may be fucking packed. All waiting to see Alize sing. So now, real quick, when did this album drop? Do you remember the date?
I think I have it on my phone, but I don't want to bring on my phone. So
it
was this year. I'd say probably about.
So 2021. So you said earlier this year?
March, April. I think in April, May, June. Probably in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the name of this album is Hustlers Need Love Too. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to go over some of the songs, and then you just kind of elaborate and then tell me what these songs are about. Okay. For an example, the first one is Dago's Love Story.
Okay, so Dago's Love Story is pretty much like some West Coast funk love type shit. So I collaborated with one of my homies, which is Fuse. That's my homie back in San Diego. He's cool as fuck. Like, he's chill as fuck. He has a good voice, I'd say, like, during my singing, like, journey, he's always been there for me. Okay. So that's my homie. I want to shout him out. Go check out his music. His name is OTG Fuse. Okay. And so technically that song is like based on like, just like, I'd say kind of like a hood, I wouldn't say hood.
Right.
But like, it's more like a love story of just like, it's like a girl pretty much talking back to the guy type thing.
Okay.
Like pretty much like, oh, let's go for a ride, sip some 40s, just like, some fun shit.
That's dope.
Something different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you have Misunderstood. Okay. What can you tell me about that one?
So Misunderstood it's actually a remix because the person that I was working with, she wanted me to, it was one of her songs. So she wanted me to sing them for her. So I can't really give you like the background of that song just because like, I wasn't the one who wrote it.
Okay.
But yeah, that was just a remake song of me, like my voice on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll work. Then you have Ride With Me.
Ride With Me.
Okay.
I'd say that's some gangster shit.
Okay.
It's that gangster shit, yeah. For sure the beat, like it's different vibes, like it's just some gangster
now,
shit.
On these, everything is all singing, or do you do a little bit of rapping as well?
I think on that song, Ride With Me, I was rapping a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
That was like one of the first songs on my album that I was rapping on.
Is that something that eventually you even want to tap into as well? Because I know you as a singer.
Yeah.
But eventually, do you want to do both, or do you want to predominantly just stay in singing?
Me, I just want to dominate in like singing, just cause like I feel like that's just who I am. I'm a singer, right. But I mean I could do it too. I could rap too. But it's cool. Like like just making some songs. Rapping, singing. It's pretty dope.
Is rapping a lot harder than singing?
Nah, it's actually it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. Okay. Yeah, but I mean I can't be like I don't spit like like on the top of my head. I have to write it.
Okay.
That's just how I am. Like,
That'll work. Sometimes, always remember this. You don't have to be the hardest lyricist.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, I'm going to give you an example, and I give a shout out to my homies, Lighter Shade of Brown. Okay? Rest in peace, Bobby. Robert is still alive. As a matter of fact, I interviewed him here. I don't know if you're familiar with that group. Came out of the 90s. Lighter Shade of Brown. Okay? dope rappers, but they weren't the greatest lyricists in the world. But you know what they did? They had classic radio songs that everybody loved. And honestly, you don't have to be the dopest rapper in the world.
Yeah.
If that shit sounds dope, people are gonna bang it.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
dope is dope. You know. So, so now, Can't Be Without You.
So Can't Be Without You. That was with the homie Trouble Kid. I featured him on there. Yeah, he was featured in my song. And I'd say that was more of like a love type story thing. Like a love, like, can't be without you. Like, I don't know. I haven't really been like focusing on those songs just because like I feel like I want to bring out different music. Like I don't want to like focus on sad stuff.
Okay, is that kind of a sad song?
It's
then?
kind of like a sad love kind of like, it gives you
Like,
those vibes.
I Can't Be Without You. Is that kind of like, no
like
me
the girl
dejes?
calling for him, you know, like that.
I guess no girl wants to be in that situation now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They don't.
Well, I don't think relationships should be about begging the other motherfucker to pay attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if homeboy's digging you,
Yeah.
he should be all up on you.
Yeah.
He should be your thirstiest fan.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, I get it. But you know, there's some people that do like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, what is this? Day one? Or
Day one. Honestly, to be honest,
Day
out
ones.
of all the songs that I put on my album, that was like one of my least favorite songs.
Or-
I'd say it was just like a fun song, just to put out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give you a story about those kind of songs
Mhm.
after.
Okay.
So Thug Passion, what is that about?
Thug Passion. I say I wrote that about somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had passion for this thug?
I did.
Past tense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he know that it's about him?
I don't know.
Do you want to let him know or no?
No.
What if he's watching?
No.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
Want him to, I don't want him
Well,
to
you
know.
lost, bro. You lost. It's over. Okay. Number 7, the last one, Funny Love.
Funny Love. Oh, that one's fun. I really like that song a lot. I say it's more of like, it's kind of like a sexy song.
Okay.
And I kind of like put myself into like music like that too. I like sexy music, like, you know,
Okay.
where the girl sounds hella like, you know, flirtatious and just like, you know, just trying to be seductive kind of.
Okay. Now,
Mhm.
I'm looking at the artwork and the pictures.
Yeah.
That's, like you just said, seductive and sexy.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what inspired this whole photo shoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Something
that'll work.
different. I feel like females, they just have to, it's a must, you know? Like,
Okay.
you got to embrace your beauty somehow.
That'll work. Now, 7 tracks.
Mhm.
Okay. If I had to twist your arm,
Yeah.
which one is your favorite song out of all of these? If you had to choose one.
Day Goes Love Story.
Okay.
That's my
number
favorite
1.
song. Yeah.
And then Day Ones, you said is your least?
Mhm.
Okay. Now I'm going to encourage you to do something, okay?
All right.
When you do a record,
Mhm.
don't ever feel, and you don't have to do what I say, but I'm just going to try to encourage you.
Yeah.
Don't do a song today and feel I have to release it tomorrow for the likes and the comments.
Mhm.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Have the mentality of, voy a hacer una canción, I'm going to do a song that 30 years from now, people will still remember me for.
Mhm.
If you take that mentality with your producer and
Mhm.
you work on those type of songs, each song has got to be better than the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason being is this: when I first started buying records, you know, like a 12-inch vinyl,
Mm.
side A would be like the dopest song. Side B, when you turn the record over, the artist would always say, "We kind of just threw that song on there.
Mhm.
That's a side B song."
Okay.
Okay, and people never really played the side Bs. So I'm saying, don't ever make any side B songs.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel we just kind of threw it on there, do not put it on there.
Yeah.
You know, the last thing you want people to have a CD to say, man, I didn't skip not one song.
Mhm.
Each one of those fucking songs is dope. That's what makes a classic album.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I produce a record, I'll be honest with you. Say that I work with you.
Mhm.
I would tell you this, give me 1 year.
1 year.
Now, some people would say, nah, dude, what the fuck? You know, we got to release something for Instagram. Fuck those people. And when I say fuck those people, I don't mean like fuck the fans. But I'm saying they have to wait if they're going to get something good.
Yeah.
You know? And one thing I never do, say I record you tomorrow, I will not release anything on Instagram coming soon and then play the song. You got to build up anticipation. Man, I can't wait to hear that what Tony is doing with Alize.
Yeah.
Just gonna be, we waited the whole year and here it is. You got. I think artists don't do that anymore.
They just want to drop
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
They film a video. You know what people do? They film it on their phone. There's girls twerking, popping bottles, throwing money at the screen.
Yeah.
Coming soon. Well, you just already gave me your concept, the song.
Yeah.
Now I'm not even anticipating because I can kind of already see what you guys are going to be doing.
Yeah.
I don't post shit up of what I'm working on. I'm directing a Chicano rap documentary, okay? I got people, where's the documentary? Where's the documentary? Wait.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, then get on. But wait, okay? So all I'm saying, stay away from those type of songs where like, we just throw it on there. Don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Give the people, everybody their money's worth. I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm definitely going to listen to it and give you my opinion on, you know.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So now, what are you working out on now? What can people expect from you 2022?
Ooh, 2022. Oh, okay. So right now I'm working on this song I wrote myself.
Okay.
It has me rapping, singing. It's more of like, kind of like, it's called Own It. It's pretty much about females, like, you know, just owning like themselves, like, you know, like be fucking independent, you know, like you're that bitch, you know, like you gotta own that shit, like, you know. So I'd say this song's pretty much, I'm trying to bring back those how would you say it, like that 1-2 step and
something you can groove to.
Yeah, something you could groove to. Like I feel like the females could dance to it, you know.
Okay.
That's like my main goal right now. Like
Okay.
I want people to fuck with my shit.
Yeah,
so
right.
So I'm gonna make that, you know.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Now, are you open to work with different producers? Do you have producers already? How are you going about it as far as your music being an independent artist?
Honestly, I'm open. I feel like I want to be open to any producer. Like, I like to experience different, like, studios, you know. Like, I like to meet new people. Like, it's cool, you know. Like, so, yeah, like, I want to experience just, like, going different places. Like, I have people hitting me up in Las Vegas already and, like, Temecula. I actually recorded that song here in Los Angeles with, it's hard to pronounce his name, but he's a dope ass, you know, music producer. You know, he's different, you know, chilling as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and as of right now, is he just doing this track or is he doing more tracks?
Well, right now I'm mainly focusing on this one.
Okay.
I'm trying not to like rush it, but I kind of do want to drop it already. It's more of like a single, but yeah, I want to take my time on it just cause like I feel like since I am kind of bouncing back, I kind of fell off a little bit. Like I stopped like, you know, recording music. I stopped writing, singing, you know. I had like a little downfall, you know, but I mean, you always got to bounce back,
Right, you got to bounce back.
So, yeah, like I just want to like make sure that this song's like good.
It's a
like
good
you
comeback.
said, yeah, it's a good comeback, you know, like it's some different shit.
That's dope. That's dope. And do you plan on dropping like single, or what can people expect? EP, another album in the future? What can people expect from you?
I'd say probably just right now, just because I'm coming back to music, I'd say right now I'm focusing on dropping singles, but probably like throughout 2022, I might just drop an EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're open to work with other producers or whatever. So once again, your Instagram is up on the screen, and eventually, when the podcast is up, it'll be on the description as well, so people can just click on the link and go directly to your page, and they can follow you, support you, or submit music or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, so be ready for a lot of fucking weirdos to probably hit you up. So,
fuck.
So,
Man.
Okay, now. If you had a wish list to work with 3 artists, whether they're alive or whether they're deceased, Who would they be? They could be anybody.
Anybody?
Anybody.
Ooh, okay. I would be down to work with T-Pain.
Okay.
He's cool. Like feature wise, yeah. Who else would I work with? Probably like, I think Bryson Tiller would be cool too.
Okay.
Bryson Tiller, and okay, I'm finna put a female. So some gangster shit. Like it would be cool to like. I'm trying to think. Who's sick with it?
You tell me. This is your wish list.
Who would I be down to work with? Probably like Alicia Keys. If I were to ever like
that would
something
be really,
different.
really
Or
dope.
Doja Cat. She's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cool.
I would even throw in there, but I don't know if you're familiar with it. Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Is she the one
From the Fugees.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
I love music by them.
Yeah.
They're
so,
sick.
So now, in this year, you're not dropping nothing, correct? I mean, we only got 1 more month to the end of the year, so they should expect a single, possibly early 2022. Then
Probably. Well, I was planning on dropping it in December. Probably
Okay.
like late December, like the third, like probably the end of December.
With music video or just the audio?
I was planning on doing a music video.
Okay.
But I mean, like, kind of like, I'm trying to take, like, your advice not to, like, rush it. Cause,
Don't do that.
Yeah. Like, I actually do want to, like, take my time on it because I want it to be good, you know? Like,
right.
Yeah, so I'm, like, kind of rethinking, like, oh, should I just wait till, like, 2022, you know? Like, drop some shit, like, the beginning of the year, like.
Yeah, that could be dope, too, because you're starting off the year fresh.
Yeah.
You know, dope video, you got no regrets, and, like, okay, we did it. I did it exactly the way I wanted to do. I'm happy with it. As long as you're happy with it.
Yeah.
But don't ever feel like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we can reshoot that. If you ever feel that way, go back and do it.
All right.
I'm a perfectionist. Like, if shit bothers me, I can't sleep. Honestly, so I encourage you to have that type of work ethic that I'm not going to release no whack shit. Everything that I release, I can actually say, I approve this music. I love it. And people don't like it, oh well, but I like it.
Yeah.
And I think it's fucking dope. And if you don't like it, you probably just hate it anyways.
Yeah.
So, now let me ask you this. And I know you're young, okay? And this is probably a question that I don't like to ask, but this will probably help encourage other artists that are watching you right now. At your young age, have you experienced a lot of hate already?
To be honest, I have.
Okay.
And like how I said, obviously there is going to be people that are going to hate on you, you know? But at the end of the day, like, I learned not to give a fuck what people think. Because, like, honestly, that shit does take a toll on you. Like, I've been there. Like, you know, I actually did care what people think. Like, you know, I was, like, tripping out. I was fucking simping on the side and shit. But, like, honestly, I don't got time for that. Life's too short.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to enjoy life, you
Right.
know?
And I like to use that to encourage new artists that it's going to come. It's going to come. And the sad thing is, many times it comes from not strangers, but from people you know.
Yeah.
And many times from people that you would say, nah, they would never do that. Those are the ones that do it, because I've experienced that all my life. You know, so it's going to come. So if you're a new up-and-coming artist, sad to say, expect it. You know, I talked to another female artist that I've interviewed here several times. She was only 17 years old when I first interviewed her. And she told me the same thing. Like, I felt her heart break when she was started telling me how all her friends turned on her.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm thinking, wow, 17 years old and you're already experiencing hate from this industry. Like, so I guess hate has no age limit.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
So, okay.
It be your own people.
Yeah.
It really do.
Okay, everybody. Once again, where can people pick this up if they wanted to? Is it still available?
I have a couple CDs left.
Okay, so
I say like 30.
So DM you?
Yeah, just DM me if you guys want a CD. Ship it out wherever you're at.
Yeah. Hustlers
and,
need
put my
love
little signature on it.
That's right. That's
put some little perfume.
Exactly. Hustlers need love too. It's got 7 tracks. Make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys support, follow, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Do you have a YouTube page?
I don't, not yet.
Okay, you need one.
I know.
Okay, you need one.
I want to start making a YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, because eventually you just never know what you want to do. You can load up your videos. You may even want to start a podcast, or you may want to just release videos of you talking or whatever.
Yeah.
You never know. The more you get your face out there, the more recognizable people will see you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at, I just do a podcast.
Yeah.
At least one time every day, Tony A, Roadium Radio. At least one time a day. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it kind of freaks you out because you got dudes staring at you and you don't know if they want to talk shit or.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, everybody DM her. Once again, if you guys are interested in this, do you have a website out yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Work on merch as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And believe me, I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you.
So any shout outs you want to give at this time, go ahead and give shout outs and then we're done.
Shout out to all my homegirls back in San Diego, the ones that were there for me and shit. Shout out to my family in Orange County and my mom and dad back in Hemet. And shout out to the feria because it's always been there for me.
All good. All good.
Feel me? But yeah.
Okay. Well, Alize, thank you very much. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
You know, when you drop your next album, hit me up and we'll bring it back and we'll promote it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, everybody. Once again, man, we got a good one coming up as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned, okay? 10 minutes. Make sure you call somebody, text somebody. You guys know the rest. We'll be back. Migs Whiskey. It's in the motherfucking building, and we're going to drink some whiskey. So you can't mention whiskey without drinking whiskey. So we'll be back.
How you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright. And a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental in Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
I'm here on Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Yo, it's Ray Monique on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Tune in and subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? This is Big Rich G here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. You guys got to check this out, man. Don't miss out. Tune in.
It's your boy Producer A here at Roadium Radio. It's your boy Tony A. Make sure y'all subscribe every Sunday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. with the dopest podcast popping in the motherfucking West Coast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.
Yeah, this is Pablito here at Roadium Radio. I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in.
What's cracking? It's your boy Noel G in the house, aka Hector. You guys know what time it is right here with the Roadium Radio Show hosted by your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Keep listening. We got something good for you.
What's good, beautiful ladies? It's your boy MC Magic, Tony A. the Wizard. You already know. Roadium Radio Show. Turn it up.
Yo, what's good with y'all? This your boy Big Prodigy from the legendary South Central Cartel. And I'm over here chilling with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the page on YouTube. And by the way, check out that interview with yours truly. You dig? Wes.
What's up, guys? This is Marito. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Lil Silent from BOTG, the voice of the ghetto, man. Tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio. You already know, hosted by the legend himself, Tony A. the Wizard, man. Don't miss out, man. That shit be active out here.
What's up, everyone? This is Antonio Pelayo. I'm here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to subscribe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? LA Baseball Head here, also known as LAFC Soccer Head, chilling on Roadium Radio with my homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard.
What it do? DJ Joe Cooley. You chilling with me, DJ Tony A. the Wizard, and Roadium Radio. You heard me?
What up, everyone? This is Solita. Tune into Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
What up? Susie Q in the motherfucking building. I'm here chilling with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. Roadium Radio, YouTube. You guys check it out. Subscribe. Spank it easy.
Yo, this is Shady Boy right here with Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's poppin' with it, family? It's your boy Jokes Loves Life, and you are now tuned in to Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. That's right, love life, y'all.
This your boy We Throw Trees, Roadium Radio in the house, Tony A, the Wizard. What's up?
What's up? This is your boy Panther on Roadium Radio. Tune in with your boy Tony A, the Wizard, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yeah.
This is Murray Brumfield, a.k.a. Mexicali Slim, Familia Records. And you rolling with Roadium Radio with Tony A.
Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ Kazell. We're right here live, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard. That's what's up.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Mariah Avila. I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony the Wizard. Please subscribe, like, and comment.
Yo, it's cracking. It's your homeboy, Mr. Motherfucking Junebug. And you just tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. You know.
Jubilee Raza, it's your homeboy Hypnotic, right here in Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe, like, and do all that. Don't forget to comment. Much love.
Yo, this is Grincho Brown on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Keeping this shit popping, all West Coast, all love. Shout out to my Raza, we getting it.
Hey, look, this is Chunks, the San Diego All-Star, and you are now tuned in to Roadium Radio right here with Tony A, the Wizard. Tap in.
What's up? It's your girl Carolyn Rodriguez here at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday to Tony A, the Wizard.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Tony G. You're listening to Roadium Radio with the homeboy, Tony A, the Wizard. Roadium Radio.
Yo, what's cracking? It's 2Max with Mexican descent, visionary shapeshifters, Good Life Project Blowed, LA Underground Hip Hop. You're tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard on Wednesdays and Sundays. LA Hip Hop will save the world. Ooh.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 112. And let me set my time up real quick. What's that? Did I say 112? Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of screwy right now. 212. So there you go. Here we go, everybody. Once again, thank you for tuning in. I'd like to thank everybody in the live chat, everybody who's commenting, liking, disliking, talking shit. It doesn't matter. You guys are watching. So, well, you know, I just want to thank you guys. So, other than that, once again, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. In case I forget at the very end, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. Hope you guys enjoy that. Other than that, if you want to once again appear on Roadium Radio, submit your music to roadiumradio@gmail.com. Okay, music, videos, and a short bio, and we will contact you via email. So, without further ado, please allow me to introduce my second special guest of the night, none other than Migs Whiskey. How are you, my brother?
Yo, what's going on in the building?
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you're here, man. Did you have to drive far?
Nah, man, 37 minutes, you know.
Okay.
Coming out from Orange County, that's where I stay at now.
Okay, a lot of traffic?
Nah, to tell you the truth, it was cool. It
was
cool. And I'm used to riding on a Harley, so it's like traffic is traffic no matter what. You know
Is that what you rode in on?
Nah, man, I was gonna ride, but I brought the axe with me, you know, the guitar, the tool of the craft.
Yeah.
So I had to bring the cage, like we like to call it in the motorcycle world.
Yeah, you know, man, let me tell you something, and I hope this doesn't sadden you. I've never liked motorcycles.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. I was always afraid of them because as a kid, I saw an accident and I literally saw somebody kill themselves on a motorcycle. Now, I'm not saying that everybody does that, but it stayed here.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I said never again. I saw the guy fucking fly off when he hit the fucking concrete, he splattered his fucking head open. And, you know, you're an 8-year-old kid and that stays in your head forever. And I'm 53 now, and I'm still like, I'm cool, homie. So, but you know what? Hey, if you guys like motorcycles, hey.
Yeah, and we got a thing that we say, it's not if, it's when. I actually went down, you know, not that long ago.
Wow.
I went down, broke both scaphoids and fractured hair fracture on my ankle, and I was down, bro. The casts were on my hands for like about 8 months. I thought my career was gonna be done. You know, I went down pretty bad, but that didn't stop me. You know, when you love something, you do it, you know, I guess. And I probably that knucklehead in me, but for sure they're dangerous.
Right.
And, but, you know, when you love
Are you one of those fast?
No, bro. I'm a cruiser, not a loser.
All right.
And then especially after the accident, even my brothers know, like, they ain't nobody going to give me a speeding ticket because I give myself a lot of wiggle room. I don't drink anymore. So, like, most of the spots we do drive to, our bars, those where the events are. So I'm like ready. I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
I like to stay on twos.
Okay.
You know, so they get to a spot, they want to kick it there. I want to go back. So for me, I kind of lost my point, but like I like to stay on the twos and I'm cruise. And for me, it's like a longer ride. It's about the journey.
Okay.
I've gotten home at 7 a.m. because I've been riding all night. Where? Bueno, El Monte, Montebello, East LA, downtown LA, nowhere but everywhere at the same time.
Okay.
It's therapeutical for sure.
Now you said you don't drink no more, so if that's the case, I'm not going to bring out the whiskey then.
Oh, for sure, bro. Yeah, a lot of people, you know, that's where the name came from. I mean, the name is earned, for sure. I was a bourbon drinker, but when the bourbon started getting a little bit in the way of the career, I had to make a choice, you know? And like I've said it before on post, you know, I'm not addicted to alcohol and drugs. I'm addicted to escaping, and that's what was happening. You know, my sister passed away, and like my whole life, man, I've never really used. I've always abused. So, you know what I mean? I always go ham. You know, I go hard, and I loved it. And don't get me wrong, I would do it still if I could. But the thing is, I love music more. That's what really made me stop. Some people stop for their wives, their kids and stuff. I stopped because it was killing the one thing I loved, and that was my music. I wasn't writing songs. I wasn't showing up to shows. I wasn't accountable to the only thing I was good at in life that I feel. Mm-hmm. You know, today I have found out that I have a lot more skills than just music, but you know, that's the one thing that always gets you through the door. I think that's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's dope.
In this seat.
That's dope. You know, now let me ask you this. Where tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Let me ask you that. Where are you going to spend it? At home with family, friend's house? How are you going to spend Thanksgiving?
In mi casa with my familia, you know. We got Nona, which is my wife's grandmother. She's going to be cooking. My old lady's going to be cooking. Jefita's going to be cooking. All the kids are going to be around. And for me, it's a very special thing because since my wife came to my life, since the beginning, she's been bringing those values, those American values, because I'm first generation Mexican American, you know. Hablamos español en mi casa, and on Thanksgiving, bro, it was really back in the days in the 90s. For me, it was even in the 2000s. If it was a home thing, it was my mom went at KFC and we sat around and we ate, and then I would leave the pad and go to a homie's pad and celebrate it with his family. In the 90s, when I was a youngster, I would go to the homies Anthony's house and Diana, and we used to go to their family, and they gave me that American vibe, you know. They showed me that other side of the culture here. But in my home, it was straight. We were first generation Mexicanos. It was Spanish music.
Yeah.
Christmas. Dia de los Reyes Magos, maybe. You know what I mean? Old traditional values, bro.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Well, it was the same thing with me. We weren't allowed, according to my father, allowed to speak English at home. Everything was, aquí se habla español. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. You know, but I like that, man. So you can spend it at home with the family, and that's the way you should be. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you a big football guy, sports guy?
Actually not, man. You know, I got my teams, and they're always just based off the city, you know, LA, you know, straight up. So Dodgers, Kings, Lakers, I got my teams. But like, I wouldn't say I'm a sports guy, because when I think about sports guy, I see guys that are emotionally invested. I'm not emotionally invested.
Me neither, but I do like a good football game.
All day. So yes, am I watching the game? Hell yeah. But when I think, and it's probably just me, when I think sports guys, I feel emotionally invested. They know the players. They're like following it all up. I got too much stuff that I'm doing in my life to be following other dudes making movidas. I'm making my own movidas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're making their money, figuring out a way to do that. I'm doing that myself.
Yeah.
So I don't got time to be thinking about what one of the big ball players is doing.
You know, and I'm glad you said that, because the reason why I asked about Thanksgiving, because back in the day, Thanksgiving would be determined on how I would spend it if the Dallas Cowboys won. If they won, great Thanksgiving. And I'm not going to lie to you when I say this. If they lost, fuck that turkey. Like, that's how emotionally I was involved. You know, I would be sitting there and everybody's all happy and full of joy, and I'm over here like, fucking bastards.
Yeah.
They lost.
Simon.
You know, but I'm not like that anymore. Well, one thing, football, basketball, baseball could all end. Guess what? Life goes on.
Simon.
You know, but I just feel bad for dudes that are emotionally invested, because I know guys that bet their whole damn check. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, you're going to lose. Nah, I'm going to come up, lose $1,000.
Yeah, and I think for me, too, it was just another excuse to drink, though. You know what I mean? I was like, well, all right, cool, Dodgers, Lakers, you know. Maybe even an excuse to riot, you know what I mean? But it depends, you know. But, you know, things change with time, and my values change, you know, and the things I'm into. And definitely today, that's what's happened. So when I think about sports guys, I think about emotionally invested men on a team. And investment it's just something I just don't want to invest in right now.
Right. Okay. Now let me ask you, where originally did you grow up at? Like, where are you originally from?
I was born in Orange.
Okay.
Lived in Anaheim. My mom sent my ass to Mexico for like a year. I lived out there. But I was always going to Mexico back and forth since I was 3 months old.
What part of Mexico?
Estado de México. In between Ixtapan de la Sal y Toluca.
Okay.
Un pueblo que se llama Villa Guerrero. And I lived there. My grandma, a lot of my familia there. It's a spot in Mexico where they grow invernaderos of flores. So my aunt, a lot of my uncles are entrepreneurs, and they're in the business of flowers. So my aunt had one of the first flower shops at the flower district in downtown LA. And my uncle had flower shops también all over, Uncle Adan. And that's where it's all from. That's my history of my people. And then when I came back, since the shop has always been in LA, I moved to Sela, Southeast LA, Montebello to be exact. It was crazy because, you know, it was like, even though like at that time too, even being so young, you know that there's the East Coast, West Coast beef, but there was even like an Orange County, LA thing. You know what I mean?
Right, it was.
So I kind of knew, I was like, damn, like it's a whole new different trip. But I was good at adapting.
Right.
So right away when I got into school, I adapted, and definitely it was boom, you know, and then that's when I really got active.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, the LA Orange County thing, okay? Because in the 80s, sad to say, I knew a lot of people from mostly from Santa Ana, okay?
Simon.
DJ guys. And when they would come to LA, and it was weird, whenever I was like, oh, this is my boy so-and-so he's from Orange County. The LA guys almost, when I say LA guys that I knew from out here.
Simon.
Oh, okay, he's from Orange County. Almost like he wasn't no good.
Yeah.
Because he was from Orange County. You know, it's almost like, I think back then, the way LA people looked at people from Orange County, like, you're
Disneyland.
You're not a Laker, you're a Clipper.
Yeah, all day, right?
So,
and I thought I was gonna walk into that, but you know what? Like everything, everybody earns their. You're not what you claim to be. You are what you do. So why, when they saw like, oh, this homie's LA, dog,
right?
And then that's when it was, and ever since then, that's what it is. Even when I like, you know, don't want to get into anything, but like, you know, it was always that, and it was always like, I was always embraced by that, and
Right.
and it was because of Montebello that I got into punk rock, which leads into this music,
Right.
which made me a musician. Because no one that I knew as a child was in music. They were definitely into all the other stuff my homies got into, are into too in LA, but they definitely weren't into music. So I got introduced to music and a guitar and creating through LA. And LA is the culture, and I'm always home. And that's why for me, whenever they say, yo, Migs Whiskey, Southern California, because I think worldwide, I'm speaking for a whole side. You know, and that's what I'm connected to, because I don't see no differences in borders.
Right,
you know,
right.
And maybe I might be wrong for that, but I'll tell you one thing: it's like I've been on both sides of this. I've seen activities on both sides.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what the music's based on. Southern California. You know,
Right.
they got Southern rock. Well, I got Southern outlaw folk, and that's from Southern Califas.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Now, you're an interesting individual, man, because somebody would look at you and think 25 to life. Okay? I'm just being honest,
Simon.
okay? Because people judge the book by its cover because they don't know how to read.
I like
Think about that.
Simon,
you know?
I like that.
So they right away think, oh, this guy, you know, 25 to life, you know. Sad to say, but now, or they would say, ex-gang member, ODs, 40 ounces. Oh, no, whiskey, look at his name, okay? But they would never think punk rock or the genre of music that you play today.
Simon.
So where did that come from? First, let's go back a little bit. What type of music were you raised with at home?
Temerarios, Los Bukis, all Los Tigres del Norte. I mean, you woke up on the weekend, mom, la jefita's cleaning to the tunes. Ana Gabriel, you know, all that, Jose. I mean, you name it.
Right.
That was the first music. But then when I left my apartment, walked outside, homie's mom, like the Burn the Yesca.
Yeah.
Tupac, all the stuff, all the, you know, the Power 106, that, you know, all that. So, and I was kind of raised by that familia, you know? That familia is like really close to me. So she got me, my mom, like she just worked 2 holidays, so she wasn't around. My pops was never around. My step-pops came whenever he wanted. So I was raised by them. Mm-hmm. And I want to shout out to them. You know, I just heard the grandmother passed away.
Oh,
so it's like, you know, shout outs, you know, and because you guys did really influence my life, you know, and she got me in a soccer league. You know, she took me out. She's like, don't worry, I got you. And then they would take me out. They showed me Hollywood. They showed me more. Like my jefita, I had to take her to Hollywood later on in years. Because my jefita was work home. So they showed me the world. And that's when I got introduced to different music. And I was like, wow.
And what was it about punk?
All right, then we go. As I got introduced to hip hop, I got introduced to skateboarding.
Okay.
And skateboarding was the bridge. You know, I remember we used to go to this park called Chaparral Park. And there was this black dude, and he used to do all these feed med tricks. There was another guy too. We used to call him the Impossible guy. He used to do an impossible. And he was always firme tecato, like he was like on one. And he would always like, yeah, well, give me $1, you know. And we're like, oh yeah, come on. And we were all excited because he would do the impossible. But going back to the black guy, he would always be at Chaparral, And we would always like, we were those kids that would be like, in the 90s, be like, who you sponsored by? Because, you know, he's good.
Of course, yeah.
And he's like, sponsored by God. And there was like, that was the bridge. And I started seeing that fool. They were like, yes, guys. Some of them were like, they dressed like Chad Muska, so they had like baggy pants and big shirts. But some of those fools were rockers, you know, like they were punk rockers.
Right, right.
That was the introduction to it. Obviously, like all the stuff that was on the radio, like, you know, I want to say that 90s punk was the introduction. And even some of that pop punk stuff, I'm not going to lie, I got into that because that's what it was on MTV, on TRL with Carson Daly.
Yeah.
That was like my religion. MTV was like my thing.
What happened to MTV, bro?
I don't know, bro, but I used to love when a music video used to come out and then they used to categorize it by 1 to like 13 or 12, I think it was, or something like that. I used to love that, Carson Daly. But going back to that, and then like when I came back from Mexico, because where I'm from is Estado de Mexico, so there's always rock en español.
Yeah.
So I was already into that too. So when I come back, moved to Montebello, what was my bridge to them was skating.
Yeah.
And we skated together, and then they're all like, hey, you listen to the Misfits, bro? The Ramones? The Clash?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Then they put it on the little boom boxes. I'm still from that generation when they still had a boom box. It wasn't tape.
Right.
It was a CD, though. And they put it, and then they had this little rail at the homie's pad, Johnny, right on the corner of our little neighborhood right there. And we used to skate. Misfits, The Clash, Sex Pistols. Buddy, I'm not in that, I'm on. And I was like, son of a bitch, I love this shit.
Yeah.
And then I went to my first gig. You know, we left school. Took the bus on Beverly to East LA, and I went to a gig, and I walked in, man, it smelled like mota, like a mother. Woo! They had like a thing covering the gate, and it was all these local bands, and they're like, all these fools with Mohawks, Tri-Hawks, Liberty Spikes, and I'm like, I got a hookup shirt, which is a skate brand and I was with tits all out.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, and I had like my Dickies on and my skate shoes, like probably Americas. And I'm just like looking around and I'm like, damn, dog, this is dope. They passed the beers, they passed the bong. I get in the pit, cops show up. They lock the gate. They're like, fuck the police. And I forgot what band it was. They were still on stage and they didn't stop. They're like, fuck the police. And then they started the song and everyone starts throwing 40 ounces on the other side.
Holy shit.
And then when they open the gate, we all run on top of the cop car, everything. And I was like, dude, I love this shit. And then still going back to a neighborhood that's active. You got shit all over.
Yes.
So we're a product of our environment. So like going back to, I don't want to get too off. A lot of these gigs were thrown by neighborhood dudes.
Right.
Because there was a benefit. There was money.
Yeah.
You know? They already sell Yes Guy. They already sell G. They already sell the stuff. Now we got these youngsters. Now we got customers. You got a party. Charge them $5. Simon, get the band drunk. Buy them a kegger. They'll be fine.
Right.
So that's where I fucking fell in love with music. And then next thing you know...
got a quick story, okay? I don't know if some people have said they're punk. They're not punk. You tell me, okay?
Simon.
First time, I was in Melrose in the 80s. On Melrose, I was at a record store, okay? And I'm buying hip-hop records. And I see this one record. Got a bunch of black guys on it. I'm thinking hip-hop. This is a hip-hop store. I'm going to buy it. So I told the guy, how much is this one? And he goes, what does it say on there? It says $8. And he goes, well, you already bought like $200 worth. Because I buy doubles of everything as a DJ, okay? He said, give me $5. Yeah, I'll throw it in. All right, cool. So I'm thinking, hell yeah, hip. I gotta scratch something off of this record, you know? Even if it's just a, hey, I'll scratch a, hey, something. I came home, I opened it up. La 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 la. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So it was Fishbone's first album.
All right.
Now, is Fishbone considered punk rock?
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even want to go on here and say that I do know Fishbone like that. But you know what? At the end of the day, what I think is punk rock is just truth, man, and it's fast and it's active. You know what I mean?
That's what
this was. When we were saying brothers in a band, I was thinking Bad Brains. You know, Bad Brains, Simon. So like, yeah, but like what punk is, man, I don't. People will always argue that. And I don't argue with the homework punks, I call them. You know, because in crazy thing is when the punk era that I grew up in, I had names for certain shit too. That's the school. That's homework punks. I'm gonna label that. Okay. And it was the fools that had a computer. Okay. And then had the ability to, let's say, like, find information faster than us. I still had to go to records and buy a CD, and like it was for one song and hoping that the whole fucking song, the CD would be good. And sometimes you would just hear like someone like, go listen to one scene. And I was like, all right. And I had to buy a record. And these homework punks, there's always like a lot of people, and this is what I have to deal with when I was in the punk scene. It was like, that's crossover punk, that's pop punk, that's this punk. And it's like, hey, I said, what the fuck? If it's music, it's music. And and these fools are all homework. Like, well, you don't know nothing. You know, the way it works is this. And I was like, I don't give a fuck, dog. I listen to music. So yeah, I got into a lot of stuff that wasn't.
That's why I wanted to be careful and say, punk music, you know, Fishbone. And
Simon.
Hey, that's not, you know.
No, if I listen to it, probably, and honestly, to tell you, what am I, the punk police? You know what I mean? So I would just stamp it punk and be like, it's punk, eh?
Yeah, I had one guy, he had something tattooed on his cab. So one day I asked him, because I saw him, and it said, Oi, O-U-I. So I asked him, what's that? And he goes, that's what real punk is. That's what he told me. And I was like, well, what's real punk? And he started naming these groups. But yeah, I guess he must have been one of those homework punks. Like, that's pop punk, that's fake punk. I was like, okay, bro, I don't know. You lost me.
Simon, and it was hard for me too, because it was hard to start bands with these fools, because then sometimes like, I don't want to play like that. And it's like, well, what you don't want to play? Well, create something. I'm a creator, bro.
Okay.
This sound, I didn't follow it by following some. It just created itself, and it just happened. I wrote the lyrics while I was locked up.
Right.
And they all just came up, and the sound came up, and I just found 3 chords and put it together by the time I got it, because I was done with punk. All the guys are all either fucking stuck on tweak, heroin, alcohol, the girls in the way. It was hard to start a punk band, eh? Right, you would start it off, and then it would just end in like as fast as the songs end, which are 60 seconds.
Okay. Now, if the punk police is out there watching, I just have a question, because I don't know. Okay. Now I know that the Clash is considered punk by. Okay. Some people, again, the punk police. I'm using your word.
Homework punks.
Yeah, homework punks. They'll say no, that's not. Okay. One of the greatest songs ever for me is "Rock the Casbah."
All day.
Okay. Is that song considered punk?
To me, it is, man. Okay. Straight up. You know, and you're right, because it has that like. It has that feeling, and these artists were able to go on the radio, which that's another thing about homework punks, that it was a sellout thing. It was a sellout thing. But and I'm an artist, bro, and don't get me wrong, at one point too, like I still kind of believe in ownership. I believe in ownership.
Okay.
And sellout's not what I'm doing, but it's not sellout when you're good and that much people like you.
Right.
You know, like the Casualties, a lot of fools would be like, they're sellouts. And I'm gonna say some names, and that's I'm like, damn, because I usually like to keep it censored with no names, but I'm gonna go real. The Casualties, and they've been around since like '89, if I'm not mistaken, all through the '90s, and now they're playing the big ones. I mean, they sell out shows. There's a big group of people that say they're sellouts. Chales, why are they sellouts? They earn their stripes, eh? When you've been playing since '89, there's no fucking way you're not gonna sell the House of Blues or Key Club. When these are real places that you like, Key Club, I seen them. I was there. I had messed up my ankle too, and I went to go see them. It was a killer show. It was packed. They sold it out. Yeah, that's what sellout means. You sold out the show.
Yeah.
So, what that word means, it means different things. Like I said, what punk means to people, it means different things to them. Now, are you a punk police? I'm not, dog. So I'm not even gonna fight that.
Yeah,
Suicidal Tendencies, punk. You know, the Clash, punk. You know, the Misfits, punk. Definitely, the Misfits played with horror, right? They played with the movies,
right,
and even the names. You know, Danzig. I mean, the guy thinks he's a god, and don't get me wrong, he wrote a lot of songs. He even wrote one that Johnny Cash played, 13, I think it was.
Okay.
So like, obviously, man, and these guys are talented. Henry Rollins, man, and before he got into Black Flag, you know, and all this stuff. I mean, the straight edge scene, all that. And I think what we do is, as humans, we look at the differences, not the similarities. You know, and I'm not here to change your values or reasoning. The only thing that's going to change your values is experience.
Right,
and if
right.
you haven't fucking experienced punk, the fuck do you know about punk? You know what I mean? It's an experience, like that experience that I just told you about. Going to my first show, seeing the mota, the mohawks,
the 40s, the cops,
dude getting on the back, you know, all that. It was an experience that changed my life forever. And I know what punk is. I was there. And I probably wasn't there in the 70s or the 80s.
Right.
Or even the 90s. But I was there when I was there, and it was still. And don't tell me punk's dead because you gave up.
Right. You know, now I'm going to ask a funny question, okay? So, punk police, homework punks, or I don't know how you, please don't, you know, don't crucify me. But I'm just asking because today we went from rap music to trap music. Trap, okay? You familiar with
trap? Simone, trap.
Okay. Is there trap punk?
Damn, I would say our trap punk, and I didn't even say our, I'm not going to speak for a group, I'm going to speak for me, would be grindcore. I never understood grindcore.
Okay.
Grindcore was like, and like I would go watch them, and I knew a couple grindcore bands, and I was like, yo, what was that song about, dog? He's like, you know, it's about the political system, you know, capitalism and the isms of the isms and the whoop-de-whoop, and I'm like, dog, I didn't hear shit but you barking at the goddamn mic.
Yeah.
But I get it, and for us, that's how these hip-hop artists feel about trap music. That's how I felt about grindcore. I was like, it's fucking pointless. The chords are all over the place. Fools are, and I was like, what the hell was that all about? Like, you're like, I mean, I could put my dog.
Right.
He's barking about, you know, he's a part of PETA, and that's what he's fighting for. And there was always like a super cause that they were fighting for.
Right. We're fighting the system.
Yeah, we're fighting the system. You know, I'm about animal fucking cruelty and all. I was like, dog, that's not a way to really. You know what? Who am I to say that's not a way to win it?
Right.
I'm not the punk rock police, but I'll tell you one fucking thing. Your message is not fucking getting across.
Right. I mean, it sounds like
you might want to know how to write a book before you think you're gonna tell a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes that shit sounds like somebody's stomach when they're hungry.
Simone, you know? Like I think that's what you guys in hip hop would think about these kids, because it's like, but it started with the whole peanut butter and jelly, you know, cup of noodle and soda, and it was just like it was all about, well, it's catchy, and then I hate this fucking excuse. It's catchy and they're getting paid.
Yeah,
that's not a good fucking excuse for me. That's just not.
It's not.
Not because you have things makes you valuable. Not because you got a position or a title makes you that. You can call yourself a boss all you want, but the boss is the dude that takes he takes the biggest hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm definitely getting off topic, but it's still the same topic. Not because you call it something, it's something. Right, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, who am I to stop them? They are making their money, and they do got their followers. These young kids, that's what they like.
Yeah.
But for me, and especially for me, in the genre I'm playing now, también, I was just talking about this today. It's inspired by the 70s. So I just changed from the 70s punk, late 70s punk, to the early 70s music of rock. My inspirations were Johnny, the Eagles, CCR, Led Zeppelin, where words not only meant the words that he said, but they went deeper. There's one of my songs, it's called Wise Words of a Struggling Mother. And I'm going to give my whole little insight on that one. It's my version of Simple Man, about a mother telling a kid to look at the simple things and never give up.
Right.
And then there's a line in that song that I say, I lost myself in the forest chasing the trees. Sometimes we lose ourselves not knowing that we're in the blessing. I watched this movie in the pandemic with my son called Soul. It's about a musician, a jazz musician, and it's about and there's a story in there that the guy's trying to explain to this musician because he's always trying to arrive. He says there's two fishes and they're in the ocean. The little fish tells the big fish, man, I can't wait to get to the ocean. He's like, you're in the ocean. He's like, no, this is water. He's like, no, man, this is the ocean. And I bet you can relate with that, Tony, because you never feel like you arrived.
Right.
But you're there.
Yeah.
Success to me, the definition of basic it down for myself is being recognized for the good things you've done. If you've been recognized, you're successful. So you'll feel that feeling multiple times. I feel pretty successful right now being in front of you and in front of your guest, your people, your supporters, because I'm being recognized. Now that's a moment, and then we got to get back to work.
Awesome. We're going to go ahead and press pause right there. We're going to come right back in 10 minutes, and we're going to hear you sing a little bit. We good with that?
Nah, I'm down.
Okay, everybody. Once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Migs Whiskey is in the motherfucking building. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Punk police.
Hey, how you doing? This is me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental in Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
Hey, Tony, drop that. What, bass?
I bet.
My name is the Croft, the C-R-A-W-F-O-R-D, the poet high C. Tony A. the wizard, just as cool as a blizzard. Thinking out his tongue, stabbing pussy like a lizard. Ooh, so sorry, homie, I didn't mean to say that. Steve is in the house. Come on, won't you play that funky dope beat? You know you gotta throw me some Stanless ass Croft coming straight from the Roadium.
You are now about to witness
Tony A. Get funky. Tell them where you from. You don't think how living will fuck you. Who knows Saturday night in LA? Yo, feeling kind of funky. Stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. What the hell are you looking for? Can a young man make money anymore? Wear my jewels and like freaking on the floor? Or is it my job to make sure I'm poor? Disruptions is horrible, nourish not justify. Those that live at the FBI, look at mama's baby.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 212. Not 112, or not one Adam 12, but 212. So we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with none other than Migs Whiskey. How you doing, my brother?
All day, man. Doing great.
You got something for us?
I
Dope.
By the streets, I did crouch to survive. I lived every day like it was less than my life. I was prison bound and headed for destruction. I had burned every bridge, had wasted my time. I was on the edge with a rope around my neck. I got too far. Turn back. Whoa. Gotta find my way back home. Whoa. Gotta find my way back home. Whoa. Gotta find my way back home.
Let's give him an applause, Alex. Dope. Next time, make sure you put the camera on over here, okay, Alex? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Now, for the people that may be thinking that you were going to bust Oogum Boogum by Brentwood, but you came out with a whole different other genre, please share with us what genre type of music is that?
Outlaw folk music.
Outlaw. So that's not something you invented. That's something that's already out there.
Honestly, yeah, man. Like I met a brother from the East Coast, and he came out. I had no name for it. I was just, like I said, I've never been a homework police, you know, and the homework punks, and I never really. It was me. It was Migs Whiskey, and the brother came out from the East Coast, and he goes, "Nah, man, that's outlaw folk," and he was one of them. He was an artist himself, singer-songwriter, and then before that, he was a squatter, so he traveled a lot. And it's actually, it does come from the squatter circle, and it's like a lot of storytelling. It's folky storytelling. That's why outlaw folk, the whole outlaw is the attitude of it.
Right.
The stories. That's what makes it outlaw. The folk is just folk has always been storytelling, from Bob Dylan to the beginning of time. Whatever, so from him and on. So that's what it is. And the stories I tell, that's what makes it so outlaw, you know? And I think it's better than saying gangster folk, you know, because I could have done like what Eazy-E did in them with gangster rap.
Trap folk.
Yeah, you know? But I didn't. I went with outlaw because the word gangster to me means financially gaining from crimes. That's what makes you a gangster by definition of not only, I mean, law enforcement and everybody. So like, that's what a gangster is. An outlaw, though, for me is more empowering. It's like the people that stand against systems that go against a group of people. Like Martin Luther King to me, outlaw. Malcolm X, outlaw. But a good thing because they fought for a people. They had to go against the law at that time because the law was wrong. So that's, I'm speaking for that gente.
Yes.
And I like the word folk because another word for folk is gente. It's people.
Yeah.
So there's a little like, I've got my own little twist now ever since it became a thing.
Okay.
So, but yeah, outlaw folk, storytelling with an attitude.
I like that. You know, like for me being ignorant of this genre, I would probably say country. Have you been confused for that?
Oh yeah, country, blues, just folk.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So, but I'm honestly, it's not really a confusion because at the end of the day, it is inspired by that. Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard. And it's crazy because when they were on the scene, a lot of people called their sound outlaw country.
Huh. Okay.
Now there's a lot of country police.
Really?
Those exist too. And they've slid in my DMs. There's no such thing as outlaw country. I was like, then what the fuck was Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash? Because they sure as fucking hell were no law-abiding citizens. And this is not to talk to that about that family or
Right,
them.
right.
But their songs, come on. Folsom Prison Blues?
Yeah.
Come on. It's about prison.
Yeah.
You know, cocaine? Come on. All these things, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's where do these guys get these standards from? And I don't care if you grew up in Nashville and I grew up in Los Angeles and you'd be like, well, you one of them city boys.
Right.
You might be fucking right. But I will
Right.
tell you one thing. That's why in Southern California, I'm not surprised when I play fucking Johnny Cash. The fucking bikers and the cholos love it just as much because they know the story. And I got my own song and about prison. And Johnny Cash took all the good names like Folsom Prison and San Quentin, so I was only left with one, Pelican Bay. That's another one of my songs.
Why not? What is that one place?
Tehachapi.
Los Padrinos.
Los Padrinos.
Now let's go back. You shared how you got introduced to punk. That experience. How did you get introduced to this?
Oh, all right. So same. At the time, I had homies. Some of them were homework punks. They had a computer. I didn't have a computer. I didn't grow up with a computer.
Right.
You know, you had that noise. What was it called? You got mail.
Yeah.
Like I remember, all that shit was happening, and I wasn't a part of it. I'm not tech savvy, even to this day. My wife is pretty much my secretary when it comes to that. Like, so last night when I got, when it happens, I have to I have a hard time with emails and putting stuff online. That's why I haven't done so much. Like people say, why isn't your music on Spotify? I'm like, dog, I don't understand computers, dog.
Right.
Like that's where one place I'll humble myself right now on camera and say like, I am fucking stupid at that. I need someone on my team that does that. I got my graphic design guy, Mad Dog. Hey, shout outs to him. Thank God for him because we do merch and got stickers, which a lot of stuff like that comes out. And it all comes from the idea. He helps me put it together. And my wife does too, thank God. But they're a little bit more tech savvy.
Yeah,
and they did. They had that. So going back to that, I had a homie that had a computer. So he used to burn CDs back in the time when they were burning them.
Right.
And he used to give me some shit and I would study it and be like, who's on 6? And he'd be like, this guy or this artist. And then I would go to the record store, local one, and buy a CD on him. Listen to it. So getting to this introduction to this sound, I was picking up someone from Twin Towers, LA County. And we were gonna pick up his van. And in the van, he had one of those vans with the carpet and everything.
Right.
He had a bunch of records and CDs. And then I bumped into a punk band that I should have known, but I didn't. And it was Social D. But at that same time, in that same week or month, whatever, the homie that gives me CDs shot me CDs with Johnny Cash in them, Merle Haggard, a bunch of country shit.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh shit, dog, I think I like country. But what I liked about country, I like the fucking storytelling. And I've always, one thing that I'm not a guitarist, I'm not a bass player or a drummer. What I've mastered is writing. I can tell stories like a motherfucker. I'm good at it.
Yeah. And
I know it. Like when I sit down, people want to hear the story. And it's because I get to details and all that. I'm good at that.
Right.
And that's what I use. So that's what I loved and that's where I embraced it. But this sound didn't come through. I was introduced to it, would pick up a guitar, listen to some Johnny, play some stuff. But when I got into jail, I wrote a bunch of stuff and I knew it wasn't punk. And I always wanted to write love songs, songs about the calles. And I'm not saying I couldn't have done it in punk, but I couldn't have done it like this. And it made itself. It made itself. And that's what it was. So it was a mixture of like listening to that Social DCD, being introduced to Mike Nez's sound, but before that even being introduced to Johnny Cash and finding out that he was inspired by Johnny Cash, and listening to everybody that's in Johnny Cash's circle, which was like the highwaymen. I think that's what they would like to call themselves. And it was all the great ones, all the great country, outlaw country singers.
You know, now let me ask you this. Okay, you talked about that you went to jail. You were incarcerated. Okay. I guess, I know you like rap.
Simon.
Okay, you like rap music. You like folk music. You like punk music. You like different genres of music. Okay?
All day.
Now you're incarcerated. What was it that motivated you to write the folk out of all the different genres? I guess is my question.
I think when you're a writer, there is no rhythm to it. So you're really just putting words together. And then when you get out, I found out that I'm blessed. I can do a reggae song tomorrow. I just got to write the lyrics, figure out a way to put it into that beat. And I'm not going to lie, I've done a hip hop song. Have I put it out? No, because that's not my thing. And some people might say that's ghostwriting. And I guess I got that ghostwriter thing. But I like what I do. And I stick to what I do. And I write. I'm a writer. I'm a reader. I read about what I write. I listen to people's stories. One of my songs called Wounded Soldier was inspired by real Marines that have PTSD and a documentary I watched. So I'm always learning and writing, and next thing you know, it just becomes that.
Right.
And I can make that same song, The Wounded Soldier, into a punk song. That's the beautiful thing about having that pen and that paper. It's unstoppable. It's almost empowering. It's like, it's a power that to this day, I'm very respectful of. But that's how it came out. And it just happened, you know? And if you listen to the songs, a lot of people say it's this, it's that. It is what it is, man. If you don't relate to it, it's not for you. I got songs like Outlaw. I'll tell you one thing. The outlaw community, and I'm talking about fools that are active,
right,
have shook in my hands and said, that's right. That's right. The songs like Wild Horses Run that talk about motorcycle riding, I have bikers come up to me and be like, Essay, that's the real deal. I got a song called Paroli, one of my fresh new ones.
Right.
Fools that done time know that even the lingo in the song is real, because I put words in there that only guys that been locked up know, like toss up the pad.
Yeah.
This shit's the most authentic shit ever. And that's why I can walk confidently when I go out there into a show, especially now being a lot more clear-headed. I give it 113% every show. You will get your money's worth. If you come see me and you pay $20 for that ticket, I will be there on time. I will kill every song. I will make sure the guitar's tuned. I've invested into the sound. I've invested into my craft. I've picked up more books. I'm listening to more stories, and I don't know where it's going, but it's only going forward.
You know, I'm glad you brought up, you said books. Are you a reader?
I'm a reader. I've been a reader since elementary school, and it was one of my guilty pleasures, and I hid it. I hid it for so long. But as I got older, I realized that a lot of the dudes that would come out of prison love to fucking read.
Yeah.
So tough guys, so it's crazy how we need somebody tough to make it cool, and then you're willing to jump on the bandwagon. But I didn't jump on the bandwagon of reading. I was like confident about it. And I read some of this, I'm telling you, bro, 40 Law, Art of War, The War of Art, The Art of Living. I mean, I got books on, but I got a library at my house. But one of the most books that I'm not going to lie, and people disagree, I love the Bible, man. 66 book of wisdom, man. And I'm not a religious person, but I sure as hell ain't atheist.
Right.
And when truth is truth, it's truth. Because I'm not what you say I am. I'm not what I say I am what I do. And that's what I feel is truth. Marcus Aurelius always said, when a man is right, his life is right. And that's what I focus on. That to me is true. When you have the manifestation of your ideologies, that's when I will really believe you. But today I watch out who I follow, because I followed many men and they guided me to hell. And books have saved me, and I feel like y si nuestra raza, they would pick up books and go back. It's just power in the reading, and then write about what you read and process that. And that's why for me, they both go together, because I'll read a book and I'll write about it, and then I'll find out that I'm writing about like that book, but most like 10 other books that I read, and I just came up with my own theory. And then I have to apply that, and then I see where there's holes in it. But then it's crazy. But it's amazing. You get lost in this world, and I mean, there's so much stuff from it. Even when I read the Bible, I got this thing called the 13th Disciple. It's my thing. I have always posted it. I mean, I put the 13 in I give meaning to that number to me. And it comes from like the story of Never Ending Story. When I was a kid, I remember watching that movie, and I was already a reader. You get lost in a book. Yeah. You become a part of the book. You become a character. And I feel when I read the Bible, I am the 13th disciple. I am the 13th witness to this. And there's another thing, that my logo is the cross of St. Dismas, which is the cross of thieves, which is an old cross for many years. And it's from the story of Luke, the thief to the right of Jesus that was saved. When I was locked up, that story really got me. It really got me, because I never felt like I was accepted in that circle. And I did always believe in God. But when I saw that, when I read that story and I saw that story in my mind, I saw myself as Dismas. And I made that my logo. I made the ski mask with that same cross on his forehead, because ski mask to me symbolizes crime, and sadly, back to like people reading the book wrong. Some of them actually don't read it wrong. Sometimes they're fucking right. I did do some stuff in my life that I'm not very proud of, but I'm not that no more.
Right.
So I hope my music is that, and I hope my music is music of redemption. I had an aunt tell me, you should do Christian music, and I'm like, I think my music is pretty Christian, but I think we have a different definition of what Christian is.
Okay. Now, you know what? Out of all books, it's all good. Out of all books, and I know you mentioned like The Art of War. Okay, mm-hmm. People have said good and negative things about it. You know.
Yeah.
And then you go from there to the Bible. Now, obviously, you were not raised in the church.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And that's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
I feel it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Because my mind has not been compromised. It hasn't been corrupted.
Right.
I'm willing to take some theories and play with them.
I've told people that I believe in the Bible, and then here's the majority of people tell me. Two things. Well, I'm not a religious person. I haven't even said nothing. I just said I believe in the Bible. The next one is this. Well, I'm Catholic. I just said I believe in the Bible, but I'm so like, okay, cool, but I'm not going to get into I'm not going to get into my long story, but I'll give you a long story, the short version.
Yeah.
Okay. Met a guy when I was about 22 years old, and once again he started giving me books, and I just began to read history, whether it was Assyria, whether it was Egypt, whether it was Babylon, whether it was Persia, whether it was Greece, whether it was Rome, and Israel. I probably know more about ancient history than I do know more about Mexico or the U.S., okay? And then he ends up giving me a Bible. And I told him I'm not very religious, And he told me, do not look at it as a religious book.
Yeah.
He said, just read it. And I said, what do you want me to start? He goes, we'll start from the beginning. I said, all right, cool. So I remember I opened it up and it said Genesis. So I said, that's a nice name. Let me look it up, So back then we didn't have Google. This was about 1992. Yeah. You got to go to the library. Genesis, it's a Greek name that means the beginning, but the real Hebrew name is Bereshit. Wow. And then I started thinking, pretty interesting, and that's only one word. And I haven't even read the first chapter. Mm-hmm. Okay? In the beginning, God created. In the beginning, God created. In the beginning, and it was good, and it was good, and it was good. And I was like, this is pretty good. It shocked me.
Yeah.
That I was really interested. And then Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. And I went all throughout the 39 books of the Old Testament, 27 books of the New Testament. And I was sold.
Yeah.
But one thing I learned without him telling me something, he said, "You will never stop reading this book." And I said, "Well, why?" In my mind, this is before I read it.
Yeah.
Genesis to Revelation. Once you finish Revelation, ya se acabó. It's over. No. He said, "You will never start reading this book." So I realize that now, because when you read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, you're thinking, wait a minute. These weren't people that heard these stories. These were eyewitnesses.
Amen.
People that, and I ate with them, and we, went into the city of Galilee together, and you're like, okay, so these aren't just stories, And now, if you're a Bible cop, let me say this. I can't stand when people say, you're not supposed to take the Bible literally. Okay? And I said, give me an example. Like, honor your father and your mother. How else do we take that then? Think about that for a second.
Simon.
How else do we take that?
Simon.
But a lot of people, it's because that's their cop out of just not wanting to believe that this book is, if you will, God sent.
Simon.
So, the most powerful book in the world, bro, if you ask me.
All day.
So
and I think that man that told you that is right, because even though, and I think when you read that book specifically, the more experiences you have, the more things will be awakened. It was like let's go back to music. Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
When I listened to Tupac in the 90s when I was a young boy, I didn't experience much life. So there were certain songs that didn't mean much to me. I'll tell you one thing, since I've experienced life, there's a shit ton of songs that mean a lot to me from Tupac. I go back and I'm like, oh my God, just one sentence can change the whole game. And I believe with the more experiences you have, you might want to see that you might be right, or you might be right or wrong about some stuff. And that's why you need to go more to experience. And honestly, man, like there's just so much stuff in that book that like is so empowering. And I don't know why people wouldn't want to tap into some power that's from history, saved so many people. And for me, this is the thing about religion. For me, people say, so what, you're good because of heaven and hell? No, I don't care about heaven and hell. I really don't. I do good because it feels good. Mm-hmm. There's a result from what I've read.
Right.
And why would you go against something that works? Now, the day it doesn't, you best believe I'll throw that book away.
Of course.
But up to this fucking point,
right,
it's been working. And what's crazy is I find other theories in other books like Think and Grow Rich, Outwitting the Devil, even books like Art of War. And people might not think, how did you mix that with that? Oh, trust me, after you read that book and you go into it, you'll start getting a feeling like Paul used to kill Christians. I mean, I love gangster movies. Gangster movies are my life.
Of course.
Or, I mean, doesn't matter. Eastern Promises or Godfather, doesn't matter. So when I read the Bible for the first time, that moment when they all go for the bread.
Yeah.
It was like the dawn with the good fellas kicking back and saying, like, one of you guys is going to snitch me out to the feds. Like, I saw it like that in my mind.
Right.
And I don't know. I think some people, too, like, they want to, like, talk about it like it's, like, don't judge. But how you're not going to judge when a book's really judgy? Like, it's about judgment.
Right.
How you gonna act like there's no violence in it? That's lying to yourself. There's a lot of violence in it. There's sex. That's the best telenovela to ever watch. I think that's the best film ever.
Right.
But it's a book too, and that's the beautiful thing about books. They're like a journey you must go to and find the treasure. Not a lot of people are willing to read 300 pages, 164, 400 and something.
Right.
It's a journey that you have to invest yourself into.
They don't want to read the Bible, but they'll read a thick-ass book like from Harry Potter.
All day.
Some people, I read all 12.
Yeah. And this is not to like sell people on it, because going back to Art of War, you must know your enemy. So if I was out there selling Bibles, I'm so good I could sell Bibles to atheists. Well, how are you going to have a good argument with the Christian? You got to know them.
You got to know them.
You got to know them. So I would pick this up. I've read the Quran. Mm-hmm. I love chapter 5. There was a story in chapter 5 in the Quran where God is talking to Jesus and he says, who told you to do this? Who told you to do that? He's like, you. Who told you to do this? Who told you to do that? You. So why are they worshiping you and your mother? And it's a humbling moment. But it doesn't make me less of a believer of Jesus.
Right.
Because Jesus is not, to me, he's like a teacher.
I think you just understood the point of what was meant. Yeah.
And it's kind of like the power source will always be this God. And like even in Luke 22:44, when Jesus is in the garden, he's bleeding the sweat. This is the moment where he even goes to the power source that I have to go to.
Right.
So, but this would that theory stick in a church? No, they would probably crucify me or kick me the hell out of their church.
Right.
And that's the good thing about not being a part of a congregation.
Right.
I can say stuff like that. And
well, because in the church like that, sad to say, they only want to read you the Care Bear scriptures. The Lord is my shepherd.
See.
You know, though I walk through the valley of the shadow. You know, all that's cool. You know, but those are the popular. You know, scriptures. Now, let me ask you this before we move on, because I have other questions that I want to ask you.
For sure.
Give me possibly 2 scriptures that come to your mind that you could say, Tone, this really rocked my world. That changed the way I thought, the way I saw things. Is there anything like that?
Yeah, it would have to be that moment when the 2 criminals are next to him, and one of them's like, well, if you're God, why don't you take yourself off? Because I was a long time for me. I was like, oh yeah, this fucking higher power you got. Why doesn't he just kill all the evil people?
Mm-hmm.
But then the other dude's like, save me a place in your kingdom. And he looks at him and he says, you're already there. And that was, I'm in jail when I read that.
Right.
I was in jail. I was in Theo Lacey. I don't know. I think I was not in the worker barracks. I was in the barracks. Reading that. Phenomenal.
And I guarantee you that story, even though you were incarcerated, set you free.
All day. And that's why it's my logo.
Right.
It's the logo to my music, because I found out that cross is St. Dismas. And what's crazy is we watched American Me so many times.
Of course.
That's the thing that she gave
Santana.
She gave him.
Yeah.
It's like, this is St. Dismas, the saint of the criminals. Yeah. And he's pretty big in Russia, and that's I did a lot of history looking at him. The Vatican has said he's not a saint because there's not really nothing he did. He never got off the cross and walked and did. There always is a standard. There's always a police, right? There's always like, you're not right. There's always that. And then that's another thing that I love about Jesus' story. Just as a story, I mean, anything in there when he's teaching and he's exposing these people with their titles and positions, it's so phenomenal. Because when I was reading that and I was locked up, it was crazy how it would switch up on you. Like, it was like, well, it's a sin to sleep with women, but just thinking about it. And then there's fools like would feel some type of way about it. Right. And it was like this witch casting moment where the word demon too in Greek meant a person like power, with power. So I'm not surprised they called him a demon, because he had power. They didn't have the manifestation.
Right.
He did. Right. And that's another story that I really look into. And the story of Adam and Eve, I have my own little twist on that too. It's about ownership. And with ownership comes responsibility. And with responsibility, like John C. Maxwell likes to say in his books, everything rises and falls on leadership.
Very true.
Adam what was he doing? They were all just pointing fingers. If they would have just owned it, maybe, who knows? Our history would have changed in that book. It would have been like, you guys are cool, don't worry. That's all I really wanted you guys to learn.
Was to be honest.
To be honest.
Okay, mine was this, and then we'll switch the channel because everybody's thinking they're probably watching TBN.
Yeah, they're like, what is this?
Yeah. Just really quick. Mine, I read one that, and this is not like number 1, number 2. It's just one that pops into my mind. And it said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I chewed on that one. I let that one marinate for a long time. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Whatever's in here is eventually going to come out through here.
Oh, huevo.
Okay, so all you have to do is be in a room and listen to people speak. And whatever comes out here tells you what is in here. Oh. When I learned that, I learned how to cut certain people off kindly. Maybe that's...
And I like that. Let's talk about that a little bit. For the people that don't believe in religion, there's another way of looking at that. Money will expose you, who you truly are. People think when I get money, I'll be a giver. No. Are you a giver now? Because if you're not a giver now, money will only amplify that.
Yeah.
And it's the same. It's the way people feel, but they're so emotionally attached to hating something. And I think they hate this book out of like, and I've seen this a lot. And I don't know if you've seen this. When people get it, they get like so tense, and it's it brings up like their mother or their father and how they told them stuff, but they never applied it. So they just, it's like this resentment. Mm-hmm. And I don't have a resentment for that book because I never grew up in the church. Don't get me wrong. Church people now are my worst enemies. They really are. Like, and I get why they killed Jesus.
Right.
Because when you start going out there and exposing them with their own words, they'll try to... Exactly. That's what I love about that. What's the second one? What's the second one you like?
Man, the second one was, and this one was a hard one. And it took me a long time, I'll be honest with you. And then I finally got my answer. Love your enemies. Honestly, I closed it and I said, nah, I'm good. I'll be honest with you. And it took me about a year to get that revelation that in order for me to do that, God has to give me that love to love them.
Simon.
Because in the flesh, I want to kill those bastards.
All day.
You know? But I can't do that. I would be I would be doing no good repaying evil with evil. You have to repay evil with good, and that's the hard part.
Yeah.
See, people think that they're struggling. A believer is the one that's really in the battle because he can't do some of these things that God is requiring of us without us, I guess, realizing that it's got to come from God in order for us to do it.
Oh yeah, it's conviction, not convenience, man. Only evil men can know what good men are because they know what they're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm capable of today, but to go against that shows how good I am. Now, I think some people might call themselves good, but they really got the fear of the consequences. But I've been in places where the consequence didn't stop. But today, I'm telling you, it's so much more peaceful to have that. So I get what you're saying, but damn, that one is a hard one.
It is. And let me say this to people that might be listening to something, because when people like me and you have been blessed by God's grace and mercy, because many of us have done so much dirt that we should have been taken out a long time ago.
Yeah.
But God has allowed us to live, okay? Now, a lot of times people will say, Tony's a humble guy. He's a real nice guy. He loves God and everything. And then you know what they try to do? They try to try you. And that's the wrong thing, because I didn't always think this way.
Oh, man.
So I'm not trying to come off like a jerk, but I will say this. Yeah, I'm a nice guy, but if you cross me...
Simon, you have to remember I am a wolf.
Yes.
I am.
So...
I don't like I'm going to end with this because I know we can go on for this forever. You're a reader, definitely. I don't like the metaphor of like the sheep. I consider myself more of a sheepdog.
Okay.
Because I'm the in-between the sheep and the wolf. I come from the wolf, but I don't have the mind of the wolf. I have the mind of the shepherd. But I'm no fucking sheep.
Right. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it fucking twisted. I will go to war with the wolf all day for the sheep.
Right.
And that's what I think makes me godly. So I still have to work on that in my own life, because I will still die for other people to live.
Yes.
And there's a Bible verse to that we can definitely twist up.
Yeah.
But definitely murder is not okay.
No, exactly.
But definitely, I don't consider myself a sheep, more of a sheepdog, the in-between.
All good. Now, then let's just say somebody's out there that says, you know what, man, I like this conversation. I want to read. What book would you recommend? Give me 2 books.
Straight up, Matthew and Proverbs.
Okay.
That's just like, since I only got the option of 2, because Matthew was the first book and I feel like it's pretty...
Okay.
Get you through the story of who Jesus is. In Proverbs, man, there's 31 days.
Right.
You read one a day, I swear it'll keep the boogeyman away.
Hey, you know what? It will change this. It will change this. And let me say you something for the good.
Simon.
For the good. And in Matthew, if you decide to read Matthew, please do not skip the genealogy in chapter 1. You'll understand later why it's there.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize that.
Exactly. So, like, so-and-so begot so-and-so, so-and-so begot Salabah begot... You're like, okay, come on now.
And I like that you talk about mindset, because like, now let's get away from the Bible and maybe go for another successful book that's been successful in the world, like Think and Grow Rich. That's what it's really talking about. It's about rich is in the mind.
Okay.
Poor is an attitude. You got a poor attitude. Broke, you got a broken mind, right?
Right.
And I believe that it's a state of mind.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about dudes. If you've done time, you've lost it all. So if you've lived with nothing, everything's to gain.
Yes.
So my carnales that come out should feel more empowered. I mean, you should be like Wallow and Wes Watson. Go check them out on Instagram. Wes Washington did 10 years, came out. Now he has a successful fitness business. Wallow came out and he's an entrepreneur. He pumps and he's always around hip hop artists and he's always in the youth. And go back and serve people. And I'm a firm believer in this. I believe only the rich can serve. And I don't mean rich like you know in the world. I mean a man that's fulfilled, because then now he's really serving others. He's not serving others to serve himself. A lot of people tell me, what's the magic to this whole thing of why you're being able to do what you do? I'm like, homie, I'm thinking about others. Ya no es de mí. I am content. Could I always want more? Yes. Of course. But the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I accept everything he comes and gives me. I accept this moment, and I'm grateful for this moment because I'm here because of that, and I know because I'm amongst a brother. And in Think and Grow Rich, at the end of Think and Grow Rich, he says, you are now a part of a brotherhood. And I know what that is because we know that even through the gospel. It's our mentality that makes us brothers. And some people tend to think about it very personal. You think I don't like you. No, it's not that I don't like you personally because how you look. I don't like how you think.
Yeah.
That thinking has got me locked up, has got me to do some stuff that I will not say on camera.
So get rid of that stinking thinking.
Yeah, there we go.
So, okay, now, as far as music is concerned,
all right,
where can people, I know there's a YouTube page on where the people can go listen to you. What page is that?
Migs Whiskey, M-I-G-S Whiskey. Subscribe, like, comment. I post everything up there, man. And honestly, I'm still from an old generation, bro. I was doing the street performing. I just played the House of Blues, man. Come out and see me on a real show, and you'll really get your money's worth. And like, I'm from a generation of music too, where we would criterize an artist. If you like literally didn't sound like the record, man, you're just a studio. Like guys would say studio gangster. Easy would say, you're just a studio gangster. Well, you're just a studio artist. You sound great in the studio, but I saw you at the knitting factory or the Viper
like
room, and it sounded like shit. Like you literally played on top of your CD, vato. Fucking made me pay $40 for, and this is if the shoe fits, walk around.
Yeah, if that chancla fits,
put it on. That's not what. So that's where the music at. We pump everything like information wise on Instagram. I'm MIGS333, and if you want to follow my brother Vicious_G, he's gonna start his own thing too. I tell him too because I'm about empowering brothers too. I'm like, yo, if I'm gone, you got to keep going. We're on Snapchat, Migs Whiskey, Twitter, Migs Whiskey, TikTok, which took me a long time to get on that because I didn't see no value in it. But you know, sometimes you need a little 10, 11-year-old little niece to tell you like you don't know what you're missing.
True.
You know, and find out that me and my wife went viral for our wedding on TikTok over like who knows how many views. Like I'm talking viral.
Yeah,
and I wasn't even on TikTok, but it wasn't my music that got big. It was my wedding because I'm the way I look, and I guess the way the homie wrote it about like he gave up drugs and alcohol and look at his life now. And it was like inspirational for people. And you know, people right now are all hopped up on the motivational stuff.
Right.
You know, and not knocking it.
But let it be good motivational stuff. Like, okay, like I'll be honest with you, I'm not into the whole Tony Robbins and Joel Osteen stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I like to see people that came from nothing and now are something.
Simon.
And you don't necessarily have to be a multimillionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Simon.
It's kind of like if I were to ask, I don't need to ask you this, but if I were to ask you, do you want to be rich? I know your answer would, I am.
Yeah.
So
I love that you say that because, oh God, that's amazing.
So.
All right.
So, okay, so now, are you releasing any type of projects? Are you recording right now?
Oh, brother, I'm definitely in the lab. And I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
Something's coming. Stay on the YouTube. I'll be posting that. Obviously, my one of my brothers sent me how to put up stuff on Spotify and do all that.
Right.
So I'll be getting on that too. But there is a lot of songs. There's songs right now that I'm working on. Iron sharpened. I'm like sharpening that blade. And if you came out to the House of Blues show, I want to thank you straight up. You know, there was people that bought tickets and donated them to other people.
That's dope.
That's amazing. That's the kind of people that, you know, and every artist starts at the bottom. The only way he gets to the top is support. And my people have been there, man. And I love my gente, and I want to let them know that I'm here because of you. And I don't know who my gente is. I don't get specific. They've asked me that question. I just write from the heart, speak my truth, and they come. And they come from all walks of life. You'll be surprised the people. I've had a 65-year-old woman come to me and say, "Mijo, that song is the song." And then I had my little niece, and I've had 22-year-olds, 33, whatever. And that's the thing that I'm really proud of. That this sound that I've been blessed with, because I didn't create it, it created itself, has affected many people in different ways. So I'm working on that. And hopefully, you guys will get that album I've been promising you. But hey, I've been putting songs out there, giving you guys YouTube videos live from Montebello, all in my city, little areas. And if you're from Cela, you know where I'm at. I filmed all over there. And I want to film all over LA. And like I said, I'm from Southern California, and I'm going to take Califas worldwide.
That's
and
dope.
not on hip hop, not on other stuff. I'm going to be the first Chicano to do this. And I know I'm not the only one. The Tony V's out there doing it too. But like, I know we do it differently.
Yeah.
And I'm me, and he's him, and I respect that. And I am not scared to share the stage.
Awesome. So 2022, we should expect an album?
Oh.
Okay.
You know what? I don't want to. You'll get what you get.
Okay.
But it's like, I don't want to, it's going to happen.
That'll work. Okay, now, at this point, any shout-outs you want to give?
Straight up, man, I want to shout out to my familia for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. I want to shout out to the Set Free family, Phil and Trina, for always being there, supportive. My homie Anthony in the wholesale that helped me with the videos. The homie Lino, Frank the Jew, Mikey, Nate, the homie Vile, Rafa, from Illuminati Tattoo Lounge, Niz from One Drop. I mean, the list goes on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank my brother Vicious for sticking around. I'm a perfectionist sometimes, and I'm like, but I'm pushing him because I love him, and I know he's very talented. I came back, and I knew my sound needed something. I want to thank Matt for all the graphics, and I want to thank my wife, man, because she's been through 13 years of hell with me, bro. You know what I mean? I
13 years in the wilderness.
Yeah. So and she's the one that pushes all that. So like, you guys have gotten those videos on there because of her. She listens, watches. She's the one that gets the emails. She's the one that running the Facebook. So for the females that send dirty stuff on there, my wife's the one who sees it.
Just pull out the cross. I don't think so.
Yeah. So yeah. But most of all, thank my father up above.
Absolutely.
Up above, because without that, man, like, honestly, and if you don't believe in God, hey, man.
Here's my thing, and I'm going to end with this. If the Bible's not real, why are you mad?
All day. All day. All day.
All good, my brother. Hey, God bless. Thank you. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. Okay. Everybody have a blessed Thanksgiving. The Cowboys are going to win tomorrow. I'm sorry for all you Raider fans, but the Cowboys are winning. And even if they lose, I'm going to enjoy my Thanksgiving. So other than that, God bless you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. My boy Alex Cervantes running it on the ones and twos. Once again, my boy Anthony, the Hip Hop Jedi, and my son B Scanlon for helping me promote this. And everybody that's tuned in, everybody's liked, subscribed, commented, whatever. Have a blessed one. And I'll be here. I'll probably be back Saturday for Dining with the Wizard before Sunday. But Sunday, we got a special guest. So Saturday too. So other than that, last word.
Hey, I know my son's watching. I'm leaving you this so you can know to chase your dreams. That's why I'm doing it. And for my jefita, gracias, jefita, por siempre creer en mí.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So you guys have a blessed night. We're out of here. And I'm going to drink some more whiskey with Migs Whiskey, but he's not drinking. So is there a virgin? You know how they say virgin margarita? Is there a virgin whiskey?
Nah, you know what? But my drink when I go to the bar with the guys is a cranberry with a splash of Sprite. I call it the champagne of sobriety.
There you go. We're out of here.
Hadouken!
You got it.